Man, I gained 10 pounds eating the red and the green M&Ms, bro. I gained 10 pounds so quick with those I'll chop it up today. How you brothers been for the week, man?
Oh, we've been good, man. We've been
Good.
Good. We can't ignore the ratings. I mean, this light skin thing is working for me and Derek.
I heard it's more market. Where do we start?
Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Let's Chop It Up. Please follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Like and subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, ring that bell, and make any kind of comments. We'll get back to you with the good, the bad, and the ugly. My brothers from another mother, welcome for another week, man. I haven't seen my dudes in a while, man. What's going on with you? Talk to me, Derek. How you been, brother?
Hey, man, I'm all right. I'm all right, man. If I can get some more weather like today, if we can string a few more days like this, I will be so appreciative. Let's just go. You know, I'm ready to start my grill. I was smelling it. I was like, man, you know, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that, man. I love to grill. I love to enjoy my backyard. I love to have good friends over, such as yourselves, and we can all just kind of relax and enjoy each other's company, which is why I love being here so much every week with y'all, you know. Other than that, man, you know, my family's good, life is good, pretty decent at least. Just want to shout out everybody on the job, my people. I always say I work with developmentally disabled adults. It's something that has become a passion for me. It's not just a paycheck. I really like doing what I do. You know what I mean? I really like helping the people that I help. And I'm very thankful and grateful that I get to do that on a regular basis. Didn't know I would love it as much as I do, but I really do. So, and that's about it, man. You know, and I'm here again, you know, just spend a little time with y'all, man. So I'm looking forward to tonight's show. I think we got a really good one. I think everyone's going to really enjoy it. And that's about it, man. So what's up, Rod? What's going on with you, brother?
Everything's good, Derek. I agree with you. Mother Nature hit a home run today. The weather was beautiful. Ain't not that much going on. Poker night yesterday. My wife came in third, so shout out to my wife for coming in third place last night at the game. So
right.
Don't worry about you getting closer to that first place. Don't worry, you're gonna get them. And we had a family member's birthday this week. You know, I had a little bit of an issue with it because it was the dog.
Oh, I saw that Sarge on the gram.
Yeah. My wife made me post that. I don't think we should be celebrating dogs' birthdays. That's kind of like, you know, that's white people do that. We don't do that. You know? So I don't. The dog don't know it's his birthday. The dog don't know it's his birthday. You know what I'm saying? He don't know. I can tell him tomorrow's his birthday. He don't know. He just want to eat. He just want to sleep. He just want to shit. That's all he want to get walked. That's all he want. He don't know nothing about no birthday. You know what I'm saying?
Did he get some cake or a special treat or nothing for him or what, man?
He gets treats. He gets treats all the time when I'm like training him and working with him. So he gets treats, you know. But you know, I don't know. I felt a little uncomfortable with this celebration of the dog's birthday thing. It just felt a little weird for me, you know. But other than that, it's good. I do want to make a comment. D, that is a beautiful color hoodie you have on.
Thank you.
What is that, peach?
I think it's like a fuchsia or some shit. I don't
know.
Mauve. No, it's mauve. I think it's mauve. Some shit like that.
But it is. It matches beautifully with your eyes.
Exactly. Dudes in the street, no homo.
Yeah, no homo.
No. Shit they be doing, man. I hate when they do that shit.
No, but it looks good on you, D. Very good.
Thank you. Black men need to comment each other more.
If a brother looking right, I'll tell him he's looking right. I say, yo, dude, you got it all together right there. You
Word
know?
up.
Hey, Monique, how you doing?
Yeah, dude has some nice shoes. Like, yo, dog, them shits is hot, son.
Yeah. You know? Like when I hear brothers saying, "Oh man, I ain't gonna go and ask him where you get that jacket from because he gonna think I'm sweating him." I go, "You must don't want the jacket then."
Fact.
You know?
What up, Simone?
Hey, Simone. What's that, Simone?
Hey, Simone, how you doing? But other than that, everything's good with me. You know what I'm saying? Kelvin, how are you, man?
You know, I'm good. I'm very, very appreciative of the weather as well. Unfortunately, though, it's a trade-off though. With warm weather comes native activity. So everybody's already getting started. I see it already. I see it. I see the cops is out doing calisthenics, getting ready. Everybody right now, the
It's stretching.
motorcyclists, everybody getting the motorcycle together because I don't even ride motorcycles, so I'm gonna have to get one just for some gas prices or something like that because I'm telling you, they're killing me out here. They are killing me. I mean, I actually pull up to a gas station the other day and just say, you know, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna just risk it. I'm gonna just see if I can make it to where I'm trying to go. Because I can't in front. I'm back on the train. You already know what it is. So other than that, man, I'm excited. It's great to be on the best podcast imaginable. And I tell you, gentlemen, that because I mean it. I watch a lot of podcasts, and what you do is great. It's phenomenal. You know why? Because it's not that buffoonery. It's not made up. It's real. And I got the best crew in the game. So I'm glad to be here tonight. I want to tell you, last week, everybody watched the show. It was a great show. I watched it back, and I've been hearing a lot of great feedback from it. So let's run it back. Let's do it again. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good. And I'm going to stop being hard on the natives for like the first part of the show. Then I'm back to my usual self. What up, D? Talk to me, my brother. What's the deal?
Oh, man, that was funny, man. What did I do this week? I was in Pittsburgh. I almost got stuck out there.
Ran out of gas?
Nah, gas is high as hell in PA, man. It's just the weather, man. The weather back in New York was not letting the brother try to get back home, man. So they canceled all the flights, so I drove all the way back from Pittsburgh. It was a 6-hour drive in the snow. It was kind of bugged out. Rain.
Oh, man.
Oh, you flew there and you drove back.
I had to drive back because my mother had an appointment the next morning, so I had to make sure I make Mom Duke's appointment.
You're a good son, brother. And that's the way to do it.
And the time went forward. I can't believe the goddamn time went forward on that. So that really
made me. Yeah, that's a killer.
Yeah. But they talking about is that they trying to make sure it stays the same now. I just heard
they try to get rid of it. They should.
Yeah, they're gonna get rid of it.
Yeah, they should, man. No place else do that shit. The Caribbean's always the same.
You know, so funny when you do shift work, you be about to get off and that joint skip right back. Like if you do shift work, somebody get hit with that 9 hours, and I know it hurt.
I've been there.
Right. You know it hurt. I want to ask y'all something really, really quick though.
What up, babe?
Let me ask this question, and I want to frame it the right way, really, really quickly. I know everybody here on this screen is confident with who they are. You don't want to be anybody but yourself. But if you had to switch places with one other person in life, who would that person be?
Mr. Marcus.
You had to.
Oh my God, he said Mr. Marcus.
Yo, D, you working on it? You know how when a pitcher is dealing and working on no hitter, you don't say nothing to him. We've been trying to leave D alone. D going for 4 weeks. You going for 4 weeks, D.
I didn't say anything crazy. That's who I want to be. I said Mr. Marcus.
Yeah. If I had to switch places with somebody, I think. Now wait a minute. I need a question answered. Do I get to keep the brain that I have now?
Yeah, you're you. You just will take that person will be gone. You'll just step into their life if you have to.
Okay, you know who I'm gonna trade places with?
Who's that?
My son. He's 20 years old. If I could catch that youth again, I'm gonna change the game.
Oh, okay. That was a pretty good one. Yeah. That's a pretty good one. That's a good one. Very nice.
20 years old with Rodney's brain now. Oh, it'll be over.
Yeah, that'll be hot.
That'll be over. Yeah,
that'll be hot. What's up, Derek?
Man, I don't know, man. When I think about stuff, Mr. Marcus,
I'll be Lexington Steel. Somebody, give me somebody.
I don't know, man. I have to think, and I don't know how this one is going to end up, but Stan Lee looks like he had a pretty good life, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, the comic book dude.
Yeah. He had a pretty good life. So, you know, I could probably do a lot worse than be.
And it's funny, he was old when we was little.
Yeah. But you think about it, he did the thing that he really loved to do his entire life. Got rich, got famous, and died loved. You know what I'm saying? So like that's a pretty good. I don't know if I might have a better one. I don't know what the future has in store for me, but that's a pretty good blueprint. Though. I like
the
that.
dope about Stan Lee, like he's really rich. Not that
he was.
I mean, was, and no one he could walk down the street and a lot of people wouldn't even recognize him.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you be Dave Chappelle, you can't go anywhere.
Right.
I went to college with Brian Rock, Chris Rock's brother, and long story short, my man did something good for their family when they was going through something, and Chris Rock wanted to reward my boy with this trip to Greece. He said, "Yo, man, I'm gonna pay for your all inclusive, trip, sail the Mediterranean, whatever." he was begging with that Chris come with him. He said, "Bro, if I come, your trip is destroyed."
Yeah.
Right.
He said, "Your trip." He said, "Once I walk out my room, your trip is over."
Wow.
So he said, "Let's go and have a good time."
Yeah, the fame is not worth it.
The fame ain't worth it.
Nah, just give me the fortune. You keep the fame.
Keep the fame.
Yeah.
Facts.
No
Word.
question.
No
No question.
I want to be able to go wherever I want to go. I don't want people jumping on me.
Nah,
Yeah.
you can't. You bet your kids about to eat a burger.
Yeah,
Somebody taking
yeah.
pictures. Like, damn, you can't have a moment. You can't slip and fall. You can't dig for a booger.
Yeah.
It's everything.
No,
Like, I think about the littlest things.
Right.
They be like,
Do
yo,
you do think about the simple things in life? That's
I'm,
true.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm just thinking like, oh, look around the minute. He digging in his nose. Like, yo,
Yeah.
I had it. My nose itched. I'm a human. Like,
But
that shit.
Fame would be different for me because in a lot of ways I would be rebellious against a lot of things. So I would get a lot of press. But the thing is, there's going to be a lot of things I'm going to challenge. So it's best that I don't have fame.
But see, they'd love to cover that. Whatever you do, they still want to cover it. That's the problem.
Long.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Yeah,
facts. I don't know, man. You're right, man. I just want the fortune. I don't want nothing.
Yeah, just give me the money. I don't care about
too much smoke with that shit, man.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, I never forget when I was working in Manhattan, right? And I had a boss that I worked for. He told me, he says, the greatest thing about Manhattan is you're walking past probably 15, 16, 17 millionaires just walking in the street from building to building, and you have no idea how rich they are. Yeah. And I always think about that. I was like, that's amazing because you have this wealth, but nobody knows that you have it. Yeah. So you can do whatever you want. You can move how you want. I think that's pretty cool.
It's got to be more millionaires per capita in Manhattan than just about anywhere else in the world, bro.
Yeah, easy. Why the question?
And often even the entertainers love New York for the same reason. I remember Beyonce said she used to ride her bike through Central Park. People would notice her, and by the time whatever she's riding by, she just waved. And I remember one time I was doing an event over there. Terrence Howard came out of the Essex House, just went jogging in Central Park. I mean, they don't get hounded because New Yorkers is like, yo, we busy too. I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah. Everybody's minding their business.
Yo, Keanu Reeves still catches the subway list. Steve Nash said his offseason he stayed in New York. And when he was a player, he said people don't fuck with him. He could be skateboarding down the street, nobody fuck with you.
Yeah,
that's great. Exactly. That's great.
We used to it. We're not a one-horse town.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
LA just got a lot of paparazzi. I think people kind of used to seeing celebrities, but like, hey Paula. What up, Paula? Is that Paula that we hung out with, Jamie?
Yeah, that's Paula.
That's Paula. Tell us up, man. Word. What up, Paula? How you doing, sis?
What, the night we went out, that's Paula?
Yeah, it's AC.
The AC. Oh, the AC. I thought you was talking about the corner social. Yeah. I was about to say I don't remember her
no, not one of them tall ass Mongolian.
Okay, don't mess it up.
He not gonna get it. It's like past the seventh inning. He not gonna get it. He can't get it.
How you doing, Paula? How you doing? Thanks for watching.
What up, man? Yeah, Paula. What up, man? Paula got that ooh wee, man.
Ooh.
You know what? Yo, D.
I need some of that. Send that in the mail.
D, you right now working on a no-hitter, but guess who coming up? Ken Griffey, A-Rod, Edgar Martinez.
I don't think he's gonna make it tonight.
He's not making it tonight either. He's not.
It's not looking good, man.
They will not. The devil will not use me tonight. The devil will not use me. Word up. Yeah, that's good. Shout out to her, man. So let me see what we got here. The topics for tonight, gentlemen. Tracy Braxton died at reality star and sister to Tony Braxton, man, of cancer, battle with cancer. I think she only had like a year-long battle. I think she found out, and it took over her very quick. Very beautiful sister here, man. I think she lives behind some kids. I don't know if she had a husband. I can't remember. Not, but shout out to the sister.
Yeah. Prayers go out to the Braxton family from Let's Chapter.
Word. Peace to her and the fam, man.
Yeah,
sad, man. Sad.
And cancer, man, is just the worst, man. The worst.
No joke, man. That's just crazy, man.
It's so crazy. It can happen fast, man. It can take you, and I don't think I even had time to hear if she was. Not that I follow it like that, but I don't think
I didn't know till she passed. I didn't know.
I didn't know she was sick, man.
I just found out she was sick. Shoot, cancer. My father died. They told me he got 2 weeks or 2 months, and my father died in 2 weeks when he had cancer.
Wow.
Yes, married with one son and grandson.
I went out with a sister one time. I went out. Her sister Trina Braxton, somebody I knew. was close to them, and when the girls were together, the group, the Braxtons, they were coming to do Westbury, and we went. And as soon as we got to Westbury Music Fair, they was waving people out of the parking lot. The headliner canceled, Luther Vandross. He canceled the show right before. And Trina Braxton, myself, and a couple of other people went out to eat right afterwards. So that's my only real touch with the Braxtons. And I know they was close-knit family and very successful family in their own right, but that's tough. That's tough. So as Rodney said, just prayers out to her son and children and family.
That's right. That's right.
Go ahead, Ronnie.
No, I was just going to say I had a family member. She was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and she was going 30 days later after being diagnosed.
Yeah, that's death.
Yeah,
that's how my father passed. They gave him 4 to 6, and he was going in 4. Yep.
Wow.
All right, we got to bring the show back up. That cancer.
Real quick question. Who canceled on you, Big Luther, Little?
Well, you know what happened? What happened was, this is the funny thing. It was Big Luther, but he was put like this. He was known to cancel shows when he was having relationship problems. That's all I said.
I know, because his partner at the time was a real
trumpet player or something like that, right?
What do you mean by trumpet player?
And
no, did he play the instrument? I'm
a sword fighter.
No. See, Derek said, I didn't know what he was doing with this.
Yo, you know what I feel like? You know what? Look, we supposed to be the infield backing him up just in case to make sure we can make a play for him. And we not helping him.
Then one of the guys was allegedly wasn't Luther like seeing somebody in his band?
Oh, he really played the trumpet. I'm just making sure we're on the same page.
No,
okay.
I'm not saying it's 100% true. I'm saying allegedly. That was like a rumor. I read that in the article.
We used to have to deliver packages his place in Manhattan. That the guy, his boyfriend. I don't know. Back then, the guys, people could get married. Gay people could get married. He was a mean motherfucker, man. Mean.
Yeah.
But I saw Luther live too, Shabab. I saw him twice. That's the best. That's probably one of the best concerts I ever went to in my life.
You know, one of my favorite things now is to watch YouTube is Luther reaction videos, man. You ever see the young people just watch Luther reaction videos, man?
You know who get on my nerves? I'm glad you said that. The young people get on my nerves. We was there live. They got to react to it 40 years later. Look at this. Look at Mike. We about to do the moonwalk. We saw it. And like, I was get on my nerves at that because y'all was born late to the party.
Yo, did I ever tell you my Luther Vandross story when I first saw Luther in concert?
Nah, man.
I saw Luther Vandross in concert, and that's when he was on tour with In Vogue, right? And they were at the Garden, right? And at that time I was with my ex-wife, so she wanted to go, and I'm like, come on, I don't want to go see no Luther and no In Vogue or whatever, that's not my thing. So get the tickets anyway. I wound up going. I'm sitting down, and Vogue comes out, and holy smoke! I mean, dude, I'm sitting there. They came out, and they were absolutely beautiful. And they had on the dresses, and they had the rotating stage in the center of Madison Square Garden. And when they went into "Giving Me Something You Can Feel," I was like, she ripped all the coolness right out of me. You know what I'm saying? And then I was like, oh, that was great. And the thing is, like, in the area that I was sitting in, I was like the only man there. Everybody else were women. Then when Luther came out, dude, I never saw nothing like that in my life.
I never heard the best voice I ever heard.
Yeah, he was singing. He didn't even come out to the stage yet, and the place was going crazy.
Yo, Rod, same thing. He put the mic, and he would just walk to the mic, and you could hear his voice singing while he was that man was phenomenal. Best I've ever seen it. By far, ain't nobody can touch him.
That In Vogue, Luther Vandross concert was the greatest R&B concert that I ever seen. I never seen so much noise, cheers, people screaming. It was crazy. The only other concert that to me was live when I seen Run DMC rip the Garden for the first time. Yeah, that was crazy.
My Adidas.
Oh,
and that was before they was really wanting rap acts to do the Garden.
Yeah,
correct. And the other concert was when I seen Ice Cube do the Apollo. I was on the second floor balcony, and the balcony was moving.
That's when he cut
his Jerry curls off when he just first left NWA. tore the place to shreds.
Easy Mo B produced most of that album.
Yeah. I think Public Enemy, Chuck D too, right?
Yeah, Chuck. Easy. Yeah, that was dope, man. That was.
Yeah.
Well, I saw one of the best concerts. I saw Janet rip it down, and then I saw Prince rip it down.
Whoa! Janet danced it down. She can't sing it down. She danced it.
Yeah. Well, you know, she's pop, right, but she put on a show, and then Prince.
She fucking whispers.
But she is a hell of a whisper, though.
Yeah, it is. I can't front.
Janet been telling secrets all the time. Goddamn, Janet keep a good secret with that damn older baby she got.
D, nah. Scroll. Janet just had a scroll. Nah, scroll. I'm calling for the scroll.
Come on, we got it. I told you. He ain't gonna make it.
Come on, we all no. I'm appealing this shit because
you ain't Smollett. You can't be appealing.
No.
You ain't Jesse Smollett, brother.
Everybody know that damn Ruby's raising Janet's daughter.
Oh man. Yo, well, first let's give D a hand. It was 3.5 weeks.
You made
3.5. Come on, D. No, give me the ball. Give me the ball, D. Give me the ball.
Yeah,
come out the game, D. Come out the game.
Go back in the house. No, but I told you, D.
It was a bloop single. That's what makes it so bad. A bloop single, D.
No, he was dead in pre-show because he was fucking with Jamie. That's why he's dead.
Yeah.
I said
that's what killed him.
Yeah, that's true. Quick hook, a quick hook. Yeah.
No, you know what? Goddamn
it. You don't F with the producer.
The longest he's gone too, man. Yeah. That's the longest. He had a good run though. He had a good run.
What was that about Run DMC? Bring that one back up.
Run DMC New Edition.
Oh, that's
New Edition.
That's a good look. That's that old Crush Groove. Even though Rod just threw cold water on Crush Groove.
Crush Groove,
Crush Groove was a good movie, Rod. You was foul for that.
No, it wasn't. It was not a good movie.
When we were kids, when you look back at Crush Groove, that shit was garbage.
Rod, what was wrong with Crush Groove?
It
wasn't no actors in it, but still.
And that was one of the problems.
It was hip hop, man. It was all we got. Do y'all remember hip hop early? We were starving for it.
I give you that part. But what's the only actor that had Blair Underwood?
The thing is, Blair Underwood. They put Blair Underwood in that movie, and Blair Underwood didn't have no soul to fit into hip hop. It didn't work. So you telling me if you watch Crush Groove right now, you're not going to say, "Oh man, I can't watch this shit."
They had to put Blair.
But Rod, back then, that's all we had, brother. Nobody's seen this on stage. It was only Breaking and Beat Street before that.
They had to make the movie, so they had to put clean Blair Underwood in there, brother.
Yeah.
Well, you got to sell sex symbol. So he was a sex
symbol.
Go.
There
you got to sell sex.
But Sheila E. was my girl, though.
Yeah.
You went out with Sheila E.?
Well, I had a dream that I did once, and that I can't tell how it worked out, but it was you know. They just say every man in his life has this particular dream. Usually around 13. But anyway,
I don't mean to encourage the devil, but D, since you got to scroll this show, you might as well just blow the shit.
He's gonna do that anyway. You can see that. Once I think it's a relief to him. Yeah, I think it was restricting him. I think it was.
I should have got it for this. Jamie said because he said legend. So that's
bullshit. That's true. That's true though, D. That's true. When you get to this stage, though, it's different up here. You know what I'm saying?
Allegedly, she has a baby with one of them DeBarge guys. Allegedly, Miss Centipede.
You know what? Give it to him for just being sarcastic now. You need another scroll.
He's gonna get another one. He's gonna get another one.
Yeah.
Nope. I mean, let me go one. My man Ryan Coogler, man. If y'all didn't see it, I don't know. I guess we don't have a video. So he got detained by the cops in Georgia for trying to withdraw $12,000 cash from his own bank account from Bank of America. There we go with a picture. This is the brother that directed the Black Panther. I think he's filming the part 2 to the Black Panther. He's about to go make it rain at the titty bar, allegedly, with $12,000 cash. He's in Atlanta. They got good lemon pepper wings at some of these clubs, allegedly. Thoughts, gentlemen. I guess not about the book.
He is going to wear allegedly out today.
I'm wearing this bitch out tonight. Goddamn, I'm telling you right now.
Come on, no disrespect.
I like this brother. This brother did Black Panther. He did Creed. He did Fruitvale Station.
What's up? What's going on, brother?
CJ. Fruitvale Station. His brother's a very talented director. For people that don't know, he is. To expand on the story, supposedly he went into the bank and he passed a teller a note to withdraw $12,000 cash from his account, his own account.
Yeah.
And basically they decided that they were going to call the police on him. He wanted to be indiscreet. I mean, I think I've gone into the bank and gotten large sums of money in cash before, and you don't want people to know you're leaving with that type of cash.
Understood.
Because you can get robbed.
Especially in Atlanta.
And you're in Atlanta, correct. So they called the police on him. This is not a police thing. This is the bank thing. Because if you call the police and say somebody's robbing a bank, guess what? The police are going to come, and they got to figure it out after basically, they investigate. That's why he's cuffed. They got to do that. They got to sort it out. But I think that's a serious issue in the bank. And I noticed that the banks are getting hard. I told a story on this show before, and I think Kelvin told a story on this show about how they want to play you with your own money. This is just getting crazy. Mm-hmm. Black man can't come in the bank and get $12,000 cash of his own money. Why is that a problem?
Let me tell you, I was listening to Satellite Radio, and a lot of bank tellers came in and bank managers from different places. This person, the young lady, messed up from the beginning because people do this. They say this happens all the time because people split notes like, "Yo," because I'm like y'all all say, "You're taking a lost town money." Or they say, "Yo, this ain't say no robbery. It had no threatening. No, it was nothing. No. Just like I need my Listen, I'm gonna go whatever." So the first thing they said, the checks were once he put his card information in the thing and swiped it, whatever, chipped it, whatever, and it worked out. Then he posted the code. It worked out. It was end of the story.
Correct.
He had his ID. It matched up. That's end of the story. But when it went too far, the manager that said should have stopped that shit from the teller going any further than that.
Correct, and you're 100% right.
And once they called 911, the lady 911. If you listen to the transcribe, whatever it is, she says like you show, but she has to do her job. So now she got to call the boys to come there.
Correct.
The boys got to do their job, and everybody was black involved in this. So everybody knows. So hey, that go. Yeah,
my man.
All right. Word up.
Yo, tell him we said what's up, Derek.
Hey, we got a classic show tonight, man.
Yeah.
What's the show
I miss my man, Casper.
We go White Shadow.
I like that better.
You know that shit?
Yeah. But the thing is, everything he said makes sense. You don't want to announce in the bank, I'm withdrawing $12,000 cash.
Not in Atlanta.
Correct. Somebody can hear it. And next thing you know, some dudes are waiting for you in the parking lot. Or they're going to follow you out of the bank. Or follow you in your car and then wait to pull you over. Yep. So, I mean, it just was insane that they would do that. That was just stupidity. Stupidity.
And one thing we got to give to Ryan, he handled himself very cool, calm, collective. He didn't make a scene where he would have got his ass whipped or got shot.
Right. Yeah, that's
right. He realized they already had the drop on him. He's like, whoa, it is cool.
Yeah.
So he went home that night. And he was cool about it. He said Bank of America apologized and all the stuff like that. So.
Oh, let me just say one thing, though. I don't know this is totally off topic. Since one of y'all mentioned White Shadow, did anybody realize the center in White Shadow looked just like Embiid? Did anybody realize that?
What was his name? Washington? What was his name?
Was it Thorpe? Or was it? He looks just like Embiid.
Yeah, he does. That was some bad acting back then. If you look back,
yeah,
bad acting.
He wasn't Thorpe. It was
it wasn't Thorpe. Was the point?
Was it
Coolidge? Yeah, him and Embiid are the same person. Okay, I'm sorry about that. As far as Kugler is concerned, maybe you had a teller that just jumped the gun and got nervous. Like you said, it's just anytime somebody sees a note, some people think that that's some type of trigger, and it's unfortunate. This man, I mean, I'm assuming he's gonna do what I did, which is take every dime he got out of the bank. What I would do, my $15 is coming out just out of support. You know what I'm saying? And so, I'm sure he's doing the same thing, but they're trying to do everything to play nice. I do not like banks. I don't have a great history of banks. I don't like the way banks, to me, is legal loan sharking, and I just think they are very, very foul. I had a woman one time short me $100. I gave the woman a check that said $900. The woman gave me $800 back. Older white woman gives me $800 back. I just stepped to the side and I counted. I tap on the glass. Obviously, I'm not in Nassau County. I tap on the glass, and the lady, I was like, "Excuse me, miss, I'm sorry. The check was for $900, not $800." I counted out $900. I said, right, but what you gave me was $800. And so now people on the line, it's like, she always cheating people. That's why I never go to her, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. So now I'm at a point where I'm trying to be civil. But the woman is basically like, well, you know, better luck next time. So I'm like, no, I'm not having it. So then the manager comes over, the Spanish dude comes over, and he's like, come to my desk. We're gonna at the end of the day, we're gonna count her drawer out. If it's $100 over, we'll give it to you. If it's not, then his exact words, it got in slow motion. And the man said, if it's not, we're not giving you anything. And then that's when this is about the end of the part of the story I can tell y'all. And so, make a long story short, I got my money back, but so I'm not into banks right at that point, and I can't stand banks to this day. So that's what it is. So I understand.
That's crazy. I don't know what it is about banks and large sums of money that way. I know I have two good friends of mine, man, who had a similar story to Ryan Coogler's. Both of them are very well off, and you know, in both situations, it was very similar. Like, you know, they went in to ask for the money, and you know, and they didn't receive their funds. You know, and in one, I know at least in one case, it made the news and everything. He's a pretty, well-known guy, what do you want to call a celebrity type dude. And and I don't know what it is. I think it's something with banking while black, brother. That's what I just believe that's part of it. I just can't think of no other reason. I don't know that if other people of other hues have this issue, but every time I see it, it looks like it's one of us, man. I don't think I've ever heard of it going the other way. I mean, maybe you have, but I don't.
No, I had a woman ask me one time. I took out, I think it was $5,000, and the lady's like, "Are you taking this out for a particular reason?" And I'm sitting there like,
yeah.
Why exactly? Do you need to know that?
I was about to do a tip drill.
I would say the reason is none of your goddamn business. Now count the money out.
That's what I'm saying. Like because I'm not asking you for a loan. I'm taking the money that I put in here. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm just not fun. Banks and insurance companies are two industries I really don't particularly care for. It's very easy to put money in, very difficult to get it out. Yeah. I digress.
Yeah,
talk to us, D. What's the deal? D, don't get off your game because your streak is over, please. I don't want that to distract you. Okay.
No. I'm good. But,
you can face the next round of batters. Okay, go ahead.
Here we go. Don't lose me, Jesus, on this next topic. This is shocking to some people, but not to us. Tevin Campbell seemingly comes out of the closet. He's saying, "Hey, y'all, I'm gay." No shit, Sherlock.
And in other news, water's wet.
Allegedly.
You know what I think happened? Probably when we all found this out 20 years ago, he probably never had a chance to get, make his grand announcement. So now he's just, like the guy from Star Trek that came out of the closet when he was 70, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? They probably just feel like, this is retroactive for me not being able to celebrate. And so that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I bet you somebody like Big Mama died and now you can come out because Big Mama always had a dream.
I thought kind of when he got caught soliciting the male prostitute that was kind of like a hint at it. You don't remember that, Rodney?
Allegedly.
No. That's matter of record.
He's right. He's right.
No, I don't remember that. I don't remember that.
That's matter of record.
He got in trouble for that.
And after that, you didn't see him no more.
Yeah. He got a little pow for that one.
Is Tevin Campbell coming out with an album soon? Anybody know? No,
I don't know. He just got a lot of buzz because of the "Can You Talk" challenge.
I know where you're going with it, though. I know where you're going with it, though, Rob.
Yeah, exactly. Because the thing is, like at this late in the game, I mean, Tevin Campbell made his first song when he was like 12 or something, right?
Right.
We knew back then that he was allegedly
right. But the problem was he's a gay kid, and you're trying to market him to young girls.
No, that's where it was at, man. That's where it was.
Right. It's just the boy probably traumatized having to deal with all that.
He ain't the first one that they marketed to women and they were gay.
Yeah, well, nothing happened.
Oh yeah.
Luther. Yeah. Your church choir members.
Here we go.
I'm just
saying, light that fire, D.
Fuck it. This week I got started fresh.
I told you that fastball is back up to 98, boy.
Yeah.
That cute Catholic reverend. And the women say, "Oh, I wish you was straight."
Sometimes they feel they can make them straight.
You know what it is? Scroll people, scroll other people. That's what this is right now.
Speaking of more Christopher Street news, Juicy Smollett sentenced to 150 days in jail.
I thought that was Tevin Campbell. I'm sorry.
Kelvin,
I thought it was a biopic. I thought they were showing the. I thought they were showing them. I thought it was the pictures. Man. I thought it was the same picture, just close up. I'm sorry.
The Juicy Smollett, the gay Tupac. Well, he just got out. He just got out on appeal.
No, he can call him the gay Tupac. He calls himself the gay Tupac.
Exactly.
I got your back on this one, D.
Thank you. He just came home. He just came home a couple hours ago. He just got
out. He got out today. So they say he's getting to stay out while he's seeking his appeals.
Yo, let me tell you something. I watched the sentencing. That judge, I mean, it was poetic justice where the judge broke it down.
He was right.
But the funny thing is, you have to leave the courtroom like that if you're going to stand on this lie. You have to leave the courtroom like it's power to the people if you're going to lie like that. You know, because this is the biggest injustice to him.
Kelvin, he won't stop lying. This is the issue. And now he's going to do an appeal and go and lie again.
Yes.
Like, this is madness to me.
It's his truth, bro. It's his truth. He's going.
His truth is a lie, Derek. His truth is a lie.
Listen, it's his personal truth. It's his truth. How he's gonna lie about his truth, bro? It's his truth.
He's the only one that's believing.
Let him tell his truth.
Oh my God! So now he's gonna spend more money on a lawyer so he can go in there and perjure himself again. Now mess around. He go in there, they do a new trial, and then they bang him for perjury.
Yeah.
You know, this is just madness to me.
That's my thing with Juicy. Juicy could have, if he would have just copped out from the beginning, Juicy would have just got, a week and a day, maybe not even time.
Yeah, he's in for the long haul.
Now he got 5 months, whatever it's, what's 150 days? My math ain't that great. I went to public school.
4 months is what, 120?
Yeah, it's
4 months is
120.
He still got 5 months, right?
Yeah.
4 months.
Juicy just, I don't know, man. Like, you know, now he's gonna come out, he's gonna go in jail, become Muslim and shit.
You know, I'm really wondering. I got a feeling this is for the show. I think it's for the show. I think this is part of the show. I think this is an episode. This is part of the show. It has to be. This has to be method acting. He's doing this for the show.
Juicy gonna have a reality.
It has to be. It has to be. Because it is such a blatant lie.
Yeah. Him, Peter Guns.
I watched the interview again with him and Robin Roberts. And I mean, you got to see my man.
And that's why he went crazy, Mo. That's why he had that scene, so he didn't want to go into the population. Juicy knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Wait, you talking about Juvie? You got to get the mother from Wire.
Well,
baby booking?
I don't know how to tell you guys this, but when you go to jail, you go to jail. When you commit a crime, you go to jail. Right. He's no different than anybody else. Now, this could have been avoided if he had threw himself on the sword, and it would have ended this a long time ago. So, yes, I said before on the other show, he's definitely going to jail.
Yeah, but let me tell you something. This is Chicago.
They put him in the psych ward first day. First day with the psych ward.
Because he was ranting that he's not suicidal.
But he was smart to go there because he didn't want to be with the other guys. Then he would have been Juicy getting juice.
Do you remember when Bernie Mac did his set on Def Comedy Jam? Remember he said, I was in there talking to some brothers, asked how long you in for. He said that was Cook County Jail.
Yep.
And this where dude was at, Cook County Jail. It ain't no joke.
It ain't no
Chicago, general population outside the jail is no joke in Chicago. You talking about going there with
he and there were real gangbangers and all. That's why he said, let me act crazy. Put me in the sack with these motherfuckers on these pills all day, and I could sit there with these cuckoo bags all day.
Yeah.
Not that this people with mental illness.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to make sure Sammy Jamie don't give me that motherfucking stroll. I like crazy people.
I remember him when he was little. And he's not gonna show back up to court. Remember him on the Women of Brewster Place, Oprah's son, Basil?
Juicy was on there?
No, that's his character though. Basil, the one that didn't come back when she put the house up. That's what it is. My man gonna be going. Juicy gonna be hitting the road too. My man gonna be in the Ukraine.
Juicy don't have no passport. They took Juicy passport.
Yeah, he can't go nowhere. He's
wow. Grand opening. Grand closing.
Yep.
Yeah, Juicy fucked up right now, man. You know.
Yeah, that career is gonna be severely damaged when he get out too.
Yeah. I'm telling you, reality show. What's the guy that was lying about his wife and he had a sitting up there next to him? Darren Jackson. Darren Jackson.
Oh, Derek Jackson.
Derek Jackson.
Yeah, no disrespect, Derek.
No disrespect. Him, Derek Jackson. What's my man, Peter Guns?
No, he gonna flip it, D. He gonna flip it. My man gonna come out. My man gonna cry in front of them cameras and be like, I got no attention as a kid. And the acting thing was just me running from myself. I promise you he can monetize this.
I'm telling you this, we're gonna do reality show. Then he gonna get on Dancing with the Stars, some shit like that. He gonna be right back in the fucking game.
I'm telling you, he gotta cry. He's gotta cry in front of the cameras. He gotta apologize to some people. I was crying out for help. People just didn't understand. The Black Lives Matter thing bothered me. This, that, and the third. I promise you, my man will be back. But he has terrible representation because his lawyer, somebody said, my man, look, he should, like D said, just cop.
Yo, who fakes a racial incident? What? I don't understand. Like, what was his motivation?
The judge said that. The judge said there's really people that get bullied because they black or they gay, and here you are, both of them, and you're gonna sit there and lie.
Correct, and make it up.
And his white mama went on her sword for him, grandmama.
And then you see the story the way. First of all, always watch out for people who always the hero in their story. Everybody make themselves the hero, So there was 8 dudes. So I told them, yo, what's up? I slapped all 8 of them. Then whenever you know what I'm saying? That's what kills me. You know what I'm saying? Because the dude said empire, and I don't answer the empire. I'm like, well, man, they would slap fireworks out you in Chicago. I don't answer the empire.
Liars, man. But yeah, grandma had more guts than his grandma's ready to go to jail before him. I gotta give it to him. White grandma said, I'm coming to jail for my baby.
That's my baby.
That's my baby. Let's see, New York first marijuana retail permit to go to the people of conviction. So people that have been convicted of marijuana before, I had something at the Center called We Built This. I'm so happy that they'll get the chance to do that. I don't want to know if Rod, you might have the information on this. Will it be the crazy ass money you have to be down for these retail stores like before, or is it gonna be some kind of ways people can get? Well, I don't even know. Can they get loans? How are they gonna be able to build this business out?
Well, the thing is, I did find this article very interesting because they used the word people. They didn't use the word minorities. So that people could be white too.
So, Willie Nelson.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
first of all.
Go ahead, Kelvin.
Y'all gonna get on me. Because I disagree. I disagree. I want to know this. So at the time, because they felt that this was targeted to Black and Latino communities, how they got caught, right? I just want to know what happens to the young person back then who actually was babysitting to make some money, or who actually was waiting tables to make some money, and this, that, and the third, and didn't get into that. What do they get?
They don't get nothing.
They get nothing.
They don't get nothing.
Right. So I don't understand. And
but the thing is, those people didn't go to jail. Correct.
They didn't go to jail.
Why did these people go to jail?
Because they were selling marijuana.
Was selling marijuana illegal?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's my point.
No, but then the thing is, they decriminalized it later on. So now you got a record for something that's no longer criminal. So it scarred you.
But it was criminal then, though.
Yeah, but it's not criminal now.
So that's going to haunt you forever. Something you was building back then, now you got a chance. Like, I know this game, but I can't get it in the game because I got this record. That's not fair.
Or you got this record.
White people make all this money now that you can't get in the game.
Yeah.
I get that. I'm saying, but like if all of a sudden next week selling crack is legal, that I was selling it back in the day, I should get like preferential treatment. I'm saying like we do this.
Get it expunged. You should get your record expunged.
I feel that. I get that. But I'm saying that work is
the time though, man. The time you can't make the time back.
I get that. I get that. Like, all right. So for instance, if it's almost like the thing with financial aid. You back in the day, financial aid. If you was on your own at 19 years old, they wouldn't give you financial aid. You know why? They said you are not considered independent if you're 19. You got to be at least 24. But if you was 19 and you had a baby, they give you financial aid. I just always felt like certain people would get whatever treatment, because I understand the point about how the fact that the system was racially against minorities and they gave them time they shouldn't have gave them. And I get that. I'm saying though, the kids out there that may have wanted to do it, that didn't do it, it seemed like they
get punished for it.
No,
yeah, well, they don't get any type of
but they got no punishment. You can still get in the game.
right. They didn't get a punishment. What I'm saying is,
but the thing I would have been harder if I had a marijuana charge. It would have been harder for me to do so many other things in life.
Correct.
I get that.
That's
I get that.
You did the straight now. You have more opportunity. But what me having a fucking record, I'm limited to shit I can do.
Correct.
So now this gives me an opportunity to get in this lane. Let me rock out in this lane that I built. We built this industry. That's the thing I don't like.
I get that. I get that part.
It's like you use me as an example, Kelvin. Say if I was selling weed and then I got caught and I did some time for it, I wouldn't have been able to become a police officer. So now that just changed the whole trajectory of my future. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So now
I agree.
The other thing is too, when marijuana was illegal and people were selling it, they did target blacks and Latinos more than white people. White people smoke just as much weed as black and Latinos. Mm-hmm. So the thing is, they suffered the most therefore. So they should be in line to be somewhat compensated for the scar that they had on their record and maybe have changed their future. But to me, the way this article reads, it doesn't read as though they're doing it for minorities to get licensed. It says people. So if there's white people that were arrested for marijuana, they can get the license too. That's the issue that I have with it. But I mean, you can't change. You can't say something's illegal when I was 14. It scarred me when I was 14, and now it's. I'm still alive, and it's legal now. You're going to still hold against me.
If they were arrested for marijuana, did top, what have you, had a messed up record, I don't think it matters if they're white, black, purple, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you
that's fair.
It matters.
I mean, it
matters.
It matters.
It definitely matters.
The numbers.
Were we being targeted? Yes. We're black and Latino. Yes. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? You still wound up, if you wound up doing the same time and wound up having the same effect on your life later on, and then it's for something that's now legal, you know what I mean? It shouldn't really matter, man. It really shouldn't matter. That's one thing that I will say. I would love for more of ours to be able to take advantage of the situation. You know what I mean? I would love that. And I'm from what I understand, it's very, very expensive. But
it's extremely expensive.
Yeah, so I would love that. But
back to what D asked in the beginning, like about the money and will they give them loans? I can't see you being able to afford a marijuana dispensary or a shop or whatever without a loan, unless you got some major money.
Right.
It was before a few years ago, Rob, when you and I was looking into it. They wanted 30 million, right? You had to be 30 million liquid.
Correct, 30 million cash.
Liquid.
So the thing is, the average person that's been arrested for marijuana, I don't think they got 30. I mean, I don't know everybody's business, but I'm pretty sure some people don't have $30 million cash.
Ain't that many El Chapos out this motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be interesting to see what they really going to do. But that article did say people. It didn't say minorities.
Well, if that hasn't changed, man, if the same price of entry is the same, then you're right. Then not too many of us are going to be getting in it. And and this whole thing is just window dressing, man. You know what I mean? It's not, they're not really cleaning up anything. They know what the effect is. The effect is just to maybe make it look good without having to really put anything up or ante anything up, ante up on it, so we'll see what happens.
Ante up. That's my shit. That's my shit. Take chains off. That's how the damn subway. That's how the subway sound right now.
Man.
Take rings off.
Then Buster had around. We robbed the subways running alongside it. That was the line in there.
The subway is off the chain. I don't understand the homeless dude robbing the other homeless. I still can't get over the homeless dude. Say it's several million, because what you take him like you got nothing taking my nothing. I don't understand that part of the game. We both got nothing.
The homeless dude robbed another homeless dude.
Yeah, they was out there robbing each other, shooting. Then the other guy was killing random homeless people and shit.
They caught him.
Yeah, they caught him. They caught motherfuckers in DC, all kind of crazy shit.
Right. Yeah, he was like serial murdering them. He was in
Wait a minute,
DC.
Serial murderer?
Yeah, he was killing homeless people. He was walking up to them and shooting them while they were sleeping on the streets.
Oh man.
Yeah, they just caught him. He was doing it in New York.
DC. Wasn't the sniper from DC?
Yeah, DC.
Yeah, what's going on with DC, man? When they serial killers, man. Damn.
My man Marvo. I love Marvo was out here. Listen, I understand you trying to get back to killer's ex-wife. I don't agree, but I understand. I'm just saying. I just say I'm understanding. They ain't agree with it. I'll leave it.
Jamie.
Hey, my man is doubled up.
I was about to go to the next topic. Come on, Jamie, man. That's some bullshit, man.
Wow, that's what hurt right there. Just one batter left.
Yeah,
one batter left. 2 outs.
Let me tell you something. That scroll is going to be so worn out by D. It's going to look like
the bottom of the lineup.
I'm starting fresh next week.
Yeah.
For the spring. Oh man.
Big Jamie hurt his finger, D. That's all. Make him hurt his finger.
No, man. Listen, we talking about a lot of crazy shit going on, man. Right now, these schools are bugged out. I worked in schools 18 years. I've seen it all. A few times I wanted to do what this teacher did, but I would never come close to doing it. Jamie, can you play the video for us, please?
Let's talk about this new viral video that's turning an unwelcome spotlight on DeSoto ISD. And district leaders are now responding, abruptly canceling classes for today so school staffers could get together and work on a plan to usher in some kind of change when students get back from spring break. Robbie Owens in DeSoto to update you on what's happening.
The video shows a DeSoto West Middle School student throwing a chair at a substitute teacher, appearing to strike him on the head.
But when I saw that video hit the airway yesterday, I was so embarrassed for the parents.
Everybody's horrified.
Yes, I mean, where do you get the audacity to think that that was okay as a child?
Some say cell phones are now exposing classroom chaos that's been happening in DeSoto for years.
Had I not seen a TikTok video, I would have never seen the chair being thrown this morning.
The video has since, of course, gone viral.
It's just not acceptable for that to happen. And we need to put a stop to it. Truly, we do.
DeSoto school leaders have already announced changes that will take effect when students return from spring break. More staff monitoring common areas, student support services housed on secondary campuses, and here's the big one: no more cell phones, headphones, or earbuds during the school day.
Listen, I'm glad the parents finally see that the kids is fucked up. I don't agree with the man throwing the chair at the kids. That shit could have went totally left and could have been some harm. But these kids got to stop. These kids got to stop throwing these damn chairs and learn how to read.
Well,
parents.
I mean, I might have saw a different video from you, D, because what I saw a man get hit in his head with a chair, and it might have just knocked him in another place, and he just automatically picked up a chair in defense and threw the chair back. Because when you get hit in the head, you're not thinking right. You know what I mean? I'm a little bit sympathetic.
You might have been a little cloudy.
Yeah.
Didn't really know what he was doing.
I was trying to say, fuck the kids,
Yeah.
fuck the kids.
I mean,
the boondocks.
I'm not saying he did the right thing, but we understand it. Let's chop it up.
You know what? I think that the saddest thing is this. Honestly, we talk a lot on this show about some of the things that our community faces, right? Some of the things that are unfair, some of the things that are biased. And I look at some of our young people. First of all, you don't have a skill set. You're not an exceptional student. You are Black in this country, which is already putting you behind the 8 ball. Then you're not going to get an education, and you got the nerve to be rowdy, and it comes from somewhere. When I was a kid, the kids in my school that didn't know how to act always disrespected substitute teachers. People looked at substitutes like it was a free day. And a lot of times substitutes wasn't even teachers in my district. I saw one dude was a security guard at the mall, and then he had nerve to be a substitute teacher. Okay. And so they're dead serious. And I'm saying, these kids think it's a game. They really think it's a joke. It looked like a girl that threw that chair, first of all. Is that?
I don't know.
Everybody see
I
that?
don't know, but you can't tell these days.
Can't tell.
Yeah, I shouldn't even brought that up. You're absolutely right. Matter of fact, I don't even know the difference. I don't even know what a girl is no more. And all
They
that.
may
I'll
not
just say
identify as either one.
Oh, right. Yeah, I reject that. Move to strike. I'll just say it's just sad because somebody is raising these kids. Somebody's sending these kids to school like that. And from the time that's your little cute. Not
raising these kids.
Right. So from the time that kid comes home from the hospital and the crib and this, that, and the third, you've gotten this kid to the point where they go out to school. How did they get like this? How does it go to that place? I couldn't imagine the audacity to throw a chair at an adult, period, or anybody else. Because where I come from, throwing a chair gets your behind whooped, first of all. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be honest with you, like y'all said, I understand the man. Man had just had enough of it. And my main question is, Where was Bebe at?
Nah, some kids should be policing each other on that. Like, yo, don't raise a chair. Like back in the day, we'd have pulled each other to the side. Yo, bro, you wilding. Like, like that shit is crazy. Like, I'm glad the parents are like on board. Like, the parents like, yo, that was not called for. Like anybody, because black parents saw like, yo, you throw a chair at me, it would have been on and popping. They lucky that man was old. He was old. He couldn't really even throw the damn chair. He was like, you know what I'm saying? Because it would have been me, any four of us. That shit would have got slung across the room. I probably took out 4 or 5 kids like bowling pins.
Yeah. No, it's sad.
Well,
I mean, it really is sad.
You were hitting the head. You were delusional, D. That's what happened.
Word up, man. There's no way. The Boondocks warned us. You throw a chair in a party, everybody start fighting.
And the guy received injuries. His head was busted open from it too.
Yes, it was. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He did suffer a head injury behind that. So there you go, Rodney. He was injured. He had a head injury.
He wasn't.
But think of it big picture though. This is a person there trying to help educate you. I mean, I'll say this: the school I went to, we knew who was going to jail in the 2nd grade. And I'm not joking about that. We knew who was going to jail in 2nd grade.
They built jail in 4th grade reading schools.
But I mean, there's certain people who was fighting with teachers and this, that, and the third then, and we knew who was, and everybody that we thought has gone to do when we graduated. The cops was nice enough to let him walk, and as soon as he came off the stage, they cuffed him. That day, graduation day.
Who the fuck you was, the East Side High?
Amityville.
Oh,
yeah, you should have just said that. They got bars on the window. They got barbed wire and everything.
Y'all go to school correction buses.
Yeah.
Yep, that's how it was. I can't front.
Amityville High. Wow. Okay, that's what's up.
No metal trays, only foam trays.
Yo, all my cousins in Patterson with the East Side High. All of them.
I got cousins in Patterson too.
My cousin,
when they come to the family reunion, we step right out the way. You got it.
But all of my cousins, most of them went under Joe Clark, and then the rest of the youngest one.
Yo, Patterson is not a game. It is as advertised.
Terrence. Oh, hold up. And you're right.
Said we knew a couple of kids, Dwayne, Terrence, the list goes on.
Yeah, Richard Rodney. I remember I think he died. Moni, I think he died. I think they killed him and burned him up on the steps or something like that. He did. Yeah, but we can go on. But
he didn't die. He was killed.
He was killed. You're right, Rodney.
Yeah.
He was killed. You're right. Yeah, let's go.
Right. It is what it is.
For those that don't know, this is our time of the show where we go take our piss break. Jamie, please take us to a commercial break, please.
I'm Dawn Kelly, daughter of Joan Kelly, granddaughter of Margaret Ackerman, and founder and CEO of the Nourish Spot. I'm a native New Yorker, born in Harlem and raised in Queens. The community connects to the Nourish Spot through a number of ways, one of which is through my family's 60 years of long-standing roots in this community. My grandfather purchased the first home in our family here in Jamaica. We connect to the community through our employees. We have a number of young black and brown men and women that mask up and glove up to come to work every day so that we can assemble customized fruits and vegetables into what customers want. And so I'm really happy that we have such a great team, and I thank them every day for their dedication and fortitude. COVID-19 has caused a lot of small businesses like myself to close. And so we're very happy that what we've been able to do is pivot And so instead of allowing individuals to walk into our store, we have set up a QR code, we've set up a curbside pickup, and we have a heavier reliance on our food delivery service at partners. So in my opinion, resilience means, taking challenges by the horn, if you will, and kind of wrangling them and navigating them in order to continue, in our case, serving the community. The Nourish Spot is all in Queens.
Welcome back to Let's Chop It Up. Please follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Like and subscribe. Tell a friend and tell a friend about the brothers on Let's Chop It Up.
Through.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody following us on the show tonight, man. Monique, Shauna, CJ. I saw. Make sure I leave nobody out. Tiger, Tim, Simone, Paula. Everybody checking. The people that's not making comments. We love y'all too. Man, this is our brother, man. This brother was always entertained us for a lot of years, for a couple of decades, man. Two sport athletes, one of the best I've ever seen do it, man. What he's doing down there with the kids at Historical Black College, the brother Deion Sanders. Unfortunately, he succumbed to losing two of his toes to a blood clot. I think it's hereditary. How you say it?
Hereditary.
Hereditary. Yeah, my tongue all tied up. Hereditary in his family, and he had to lose.
You still ain't saying it right.
Hereditary. Lost two of his toes.
He almost said ratatouille.
Rigatoni. So his brother's lost two of his toes, but one thing, he's in good spirits. Anybody thoughts on this brother here, man? I mean, it's glad to see one of the best athletes of all time now becoming a gimp.
I believe still the only man to have played in Super Bowl and World Series, right?
Yo, you just slid that one past. I wasn't gonna say nothing.
I wasn't
gonna say nothing, but he broke. You broke containment, man. You broke containment, bro.
Fucked me up. Ron Face, I could have got away with it. Ron Face fucked me up.
Yo, okay, he got away with it. Leave it alone. That's it.
I ain't catch it.
Yeah. Anyhow, go ahead.
Yeah, I believe only athlete to ever played in the World Series and a Super Bowl. Yep. I didn't want to watch the video. I don't want to see amputated toes. I don't even want to know anything about it. And I hope he can still stand, because you need your toes. I mean, you can lose that pinky toe, and I heard that's enough to shut you down.
Well, he lost that one and the one right next. No, he lost his big toe, right? And
big toe and the second toe.
Yeah.
Really?
Your big toe helps with your balance.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think he might be arches or whatever for the rest of his life now. So.
Yeah, he ain't never gonna be the same. Just his walk and everything is not. And it's just the fact, man. That's Deion Sanders. When you think of Deion Sanders, imagine he don't have his feet right, man. You know what I'm saying?
Do the dance and all that stuff.
Man. It's the most nimble, agile, quickest dude. Light on his feet, man.
Definitely one of the greatest athletes ever. No question.
Absolutely, one of the best I've ever seen, man. You know what I mean? I know a guy, man, who he raced him one time, man. He told me this conversation we had. He says, listen, man, he said Deion Sanders has another gear. This guy was known for being fast. He said, listen, I'm fast, but when we were racing, man, this dude just got this other gear that he just took off, man. He said he never seen nobody that fast, man. And he just world-class speed. And it's just a shame to see that,
it is.
You never see that. I mean, we're older now, but still,
especially all the great things that he's doing.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's Jackson State, right?
Yeah.
Bringing a lot of attention to the program. They have a pre-draft just for historically Black college athletes now and things like that. So, we wish him well. I'll tell you, it's frightening, because it makes you think of your own mortality when you see world-class athletes. No matter who you are, these bodies don't get any better as they get older. That's just the reality. I had a professor tell me something one time, and I was younger, that freaked me out. He said, after age 25, your body starts dying. That's what he said. And I was like, you ain't have to say it like that. But I mean, it's just the reality. These bodies, you know, you never know how they can turn on a dime. And like Derek said, you know, just to think of somebody like that who was like the ultimate athlete. So, you know, we pray for him. And one thing I'll say about him, he's not a quitter, though. I know one thing. Whatever you could do to work yourself back into, you know, having a normal semblance of life, he will do that.
Yeah.
You know, definitely.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I know Deion Sanders is probably a very strong man, so
no question.
It's just something else for him to overcome, you know. For not that you want this to happen at all, but at least it didn't rob him of his career. We actually had the pleasure of seeing his career, and it's not going to affect his coaching, so he's still going to be able to coach. And this is just something else he's going to be. He's going to.
And today with technology, it's not a death sentence. There's people that are amputees that are like out there running marathons and stuff.
There's people in the Olympics with one leg.
Yo, bro, he got so much money. Like before, when he bought it, got his hair back, he said, "I'm sure glad I got money because remember he got the hair transplant. And now he got hair, so he could probably buy him a couple of toes." We'll be right back in the game. We'll be right back.
No doubt. Some type of prosthetic. I mean, everybody got fake body parts, right?
If Ron doesn't laugh, I can hold my shit. But
Yo,
laugh
I gotta ask you, on the market, what is a toe going for? And since you know he can buy another toe, what is the toe going for today, D?
Like $25,000, $30,000 a toe price. He got enough.
That much?
Listen, he got enough money.
If you had it, you would give it to him, man. You lost a toe. Imagine you lose your big toe.
Yeah,
and you had it.
For 25, 30, you know how many people would give him a toe?
No, I'm talking about, no, I wouldn't give him a toe for my toe.
No, I wouldn't give him a toe either.
No.
Somebody would, though. But there's a lot of people out there for 25,
get
30.
A fresh toe.
I thought a toe would be more than that, though.
You think 150,000? He still got it.
Yo, I'm not giving you my toe.
He'll get a toe. He'll get a toe.
He get a foot for 150,000.
Well, he said, I've been following him on Instagram for a while. I remember when he got the hair. He paid $10,000 to get the hair back. So I'm assuming the toe probably like take 100,000.
A toe, I mean, I don't know.
2 toes, 100,000 a toe, 200,000.
I know you got. For me to give you a toe, you got to give me a couple million. My toes are nice. I got.
No,
good
I'm saying,
toes.
what if you get a metal toe, a bionic toe, a bionic type of toe, or some kind of toe? But going back real quick, go back before Sammy. Deion, remember y'all when he played sports, he always suffered from turf toe.
Yeah, their turf toe was a thing. Yeah,
remember that?
I thought the ailment was from football. That's what I thought.
His blood clots in his family. They said the head was going to get bad if they ain't taking that. It was going to spread, so they cut the toe.
Yeah, so they could have lost the leg from the knee.
Yeah.
Wow. So then you know something. Not that you wish it happened. Then taking a toe might have been a blessing.
It was. It saved his life.
That's
what he said. He said, "I have a blessed life." He said, "I got no regrets in life." He's like, "I still live on." He's like, "He's straight." I mean, he got plenty of, and he got a fine ass wife. He married, right? What's her name? Babyface wife or somebody, right?
Oh, I don't know who his wife is.
You know they recycle pussy in the. I'm just. They know they recycle pussy.
Hey, man.
Before Jamie gets, Jamie's slow. He can't catch that. Too late.
Yo, he
went on to the next play. He snapped the ball too quick. They got right back from the huddle.
Oh man! Wow. Next play, whatever happens is gone.
That's the makeup call, Roger.
That's right.
Sometimes when they hit you too early, it's a makeup call. It's a makeup call.
What D just did, that was a hurry up offense. That's what he did.
There you go. He ran the no huddle.
No huddle.
They start looking at the screen. Oh yeah, and related news.
Time out. My screen went black. I was trying to find next door. My screen went black. I said, "Oh shit, I can't go to next." My screen just went black for a second. I was like, "Oh shit." I was like, "Jamie gonna catch me." I got that shit up quick. Oh man, this happy ending loving dude, Deshaun Watson, was faced criminal charges in connection with sexual misconduct allegations. He got off of jerking off. I mean, he got off from whatever fuck Deshaun is. Hopefully, Deshaun just left. I don't know. Anyhow,
it threw him off today. Yeah, that scroll hit him.
Scroll got me fucked up. I should have got that. It got me fucked up. Anyhow, Deshaun Watson, Mr. Happy Ending, they got off on his charges, and he's a free man. But now I don't know if is he facing lawsuits now? I don't know.
No more. He's not facing any criminal charges.
How about
that?
Any civil?
Oh, he's facing those civils. Those civils are coming. But the criminal charges, he will not be tried criminally. He will not. And so now what it does, it affords him the opportunity to actually be traded. What they expect him to be traded probably by either later tonight or tomorrow. And the teams that he may be getting traded to are either Cleveland, Atlanta, or New Orleans, or Carolina. Right, or Carolina.
Kelvin, won't you explain to the audience exactly what he did and what he was charged with?
I know I was burying the lead. I'll just say this. So there are several different women who are, I think they're all masseuses, right? And so he's gotten a different masseuse like each time. I think he's had so there's 22 allegations against him. 22 allegations that he has had some type of sexual misconduct.
All women masseuses, right?
Yeah, all female masseuses, and none of them were sanctioned by the team. None were at the team facility. All were solicited from online, which is totally foreign to a professional athlete who can go to the facility and get any type of treatment.
And for those that don't know, Texas is known for this kind of shit in Texas. Happy ending spots are everywhere in Texas. I mean,
so
I've been to Texas a few times. I'm telling the truth.
Deshaun likes rubbing tugs, pretty much.
Well, I mean, this is the thing.
He ain't shaking dice.
He's maintaining. I believe he's maintaining his innocence. I mean, he's saying that he's innocent, but it looks like he's going to have to settle a bunch of lawsuits. He will obviously be moved immediately. This man is 25 years old. He is a Pro Bowl quarterback. He is a franchise quarterback. He is as talented as you can get. When he was being drafted, his college coach said, if you pass on him like the Jets did, they said he said you'll be passed on Michael Jordan. And so as a result, he has lived up to the billing. Again, these women have the right to be heard. And I have to admit, when it first started, I thought it was lies because he wanted to leave the Texans. We had heard nothing about this man doing any wrongdoing, had a stellar reputation. And then when he decided he wanted to leave the Houston Texans, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the allegations started mounting. So I initially thought, but when it got up to like 20-something people, then you start to say, okay, you know, this is where there's smoke, there's fire. So that's the situation. And then they kept him off the field. He has not played football in a year, you know. So now because he's not facing criminal charges, other teams could be more interested.
So the question I have though is, and are they saying that this was illegal activity or was it unwanted activity?
It was some wild shit he was doing, like some forced oral, some shit he was getting charged.
Yeah, they were saying that he.
See, the feds
the
always
forced
on it.
oral charges for me. How are those dismissed? Shauna says they were dismissed. Forced oral charges were dismissed. Okay.
I'm gonna tell you what I think. The owner of the Houston Texans, he was the owner that said we can't let the inmates run the prison, as he was referring to. No, he didn't say asylum. Remember, that's the actual expression. Can't let he said inmates run the prison, and he was referring to the players in the NFL, and he was saying this to other owners. So he faced backlash from that. So he lost a lot of the black players on the team because they didn't want to play for him anymore after that. So I just think when you have billionaire owners in a town, I think some of them are connected to, you know, sometimes the judicial system and things like that. I wouldn't be surprised. This franchise cannot really move on until they move him. So the fact that they can dismiss those criminal charges, now it will free the Texans up to do their thing. And football is like a religion in Texas. High school football is a religion in Texas. So you know what the pros probably is. So I wouldn't be surprised if, because they have billionaire ownership, that some handshake deals were made to get this stuff dismissed criminally, and then just let it be on Watson to pay out. He's gonna have to pay these women out and everything like that, and then they'll be able to move on. So to Shauna's question, I think there was probably some money behind how they were able to dismiss it all of a sudden, and everybody just turned a blind eye to it. That's my guess. That's
my quick question to you guys. Now, if you're owner of a team, you know all the stuff that comes with Deshaun Watson. Do you take the women hating on the team and all this other stuff? Do you still gamble on getting him and lose some of your fan base for winning, or what do you guys do?
I think it depends. I think it depends on where you're at. I think it depends on what part of the country you're in. I think some parts of the country are more accepting of things like that. I think some parts of the country, they just care about winning. I mean, you look at certain parts of the country. I watched them do an interview when Donald Trump said that he grabbed a woman's genitalia. One of the women they interviewed was like, you know, this was 30 years ago. Everybody has a right to change. And I think he changed, and it's that and the third. So it depends, D, on where you're at. Certain franchises, like the Giants, who are considered conservative and older white fan bases, they're not going to have that. But some team that's desperate to win in a certain part of the country where they're a bunch of rabid football fans, where they could care less, I think you take the chance then. And I'll be honest with you, as a Jets fan, last year before this happened, I wanted Deshaun Watson. I was like the fact that you know you have a franchise quarterback at that age.
I still want Deshaun Watson. Yeah, motherfuckers. You got running over people in cars, bro. Still got jobs in the NFL.
Yeah. It's a bad look though. Yeah. It's a bad look. And what's even worse is the man has a beautiful girlfriend, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah. You might don't rub your tongue right. Right, don't put the right lotion.
You know the teams, they do surveys on this. When a team is interested, they see the statistics of how many people actually know about it.
Oh yeah,
and so they do a lot of research before they make that offer to bring. Like you said, certain teams will take them, and certain teams will never touch them. So they'll say, "Well, our main fan base they won't care about it. They just want him to win for us, and that's it." So you describe
and they'll factor that into the cost as well. You know what I mean? Because you know, like
they'll get them cheap.
Well, you get them cheap, number one, but you also gonna have to spend on the other end with PR.
Correct.
You know what I mean? You know there's gonna be a PR.
But how did Philly handle Michael Vick? There was people out there, there's women outside. Dog owners outside protesting, right? He was in there lighting that stadium up, and that went away in about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Well, look at the Steelers and how did they handle Ben Roethlisberger? You never heard anything about Ben Roethlisberger, but he's a notorious Me Too. You know, if they would have just let it go and let it put out there, man, the way he used to mistreat women for years. They just, it's kind of those things that were simmering up under the ground.
They very quietly suspended him for 4 games. He trapped that girl in the bathroom.
That's right.
I know exactly what you're talking about. And they suspended him for 4 games.
Right.
But it was never like an admission of guilt. And it was never any criminal charges, I believe. And allegedly. Well, no, he got sanctioned. He got suspended. That wasn't an allegation that got him suspended. He got suspended because in there trapped that girl in there.
He got suspended because of allegedly doing that. Did he do any fake? Did he get any criminal charges dismissed or anything like that?
Correct.
Right.
If he was criminally charged and it ain't allegedly, then the thing is he's got a crime. Yeah.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you what I do know. What I do know was he was in a room with the bathroom with a girl who said she was in there against her will.
Allegedly.
No, I'm saying she didn't allegedly say that. He was in there with her.
Okay.
So now the thing that you can say is alleged is that she was actually in there and she wasn't in there by her will, but she was in there. And according to her, she did not want to be there, and he had guys outside blocking the door.
Oh, yeah.
So then the NFL, based on their investigation, suspended him for 4 games. So that's.
Excuse me for laughing. But I'm looking at D, and he's plotting his next scroll. He's sitting there like a mad scientist plotting his next scroll.
I was gonna say so. I'm not gonna say it, but I think the teams like Jamie, bring up with Tim, bro. I got some teams. I think I'm thinking in my head who he go to.
Yeah, he said I'm surprised New Orleans will touch him because the owner is a woman. Then again, it may make it go away faster. Yeah,
correct.
Maybe the cost is a little cheaper
when you lose Drew Brees. Let me tell you something. These owners are billionaires for a reason, and what they care about is the product on that field. And if you can sell a bunch of you sell a bunch of jerseys, this and the third. This is what I think is going to happen. If it was criminal, I think Deshaun Watson would have got up there and said, I'm a sex addict and I need help in this, that, and the third. I want to apologize. Now that it's not criminal, Deshaun Watson very quietly is going to probably give each of these women north of $250,000 a piece and then go about his business. As he said in his press statement, he want to thank his Lord and Savior, and then he want to go back to build his reputation in the community, this, that, and the third. He's not going to admit to anything now, but he may pay now. And he may pay later, but he is gonna pay. That's the reality of it.
Yo, this is really how I look at situations.
Nina
like
Wild,
this.
sister. That's my girl right there. Shout out to Nina.
How I look at situations like this in the NFL with players that have troublesome passes and whatever. They can make just about anything go away. Look at what they did with Aaron Hernandez. Aaron Hernandez was a murderer.
Yeah.
And they in New England knew that when they got him.
Yeah.
They knew that. And they still drafted him because he was so talented. Yeah. But I mean, if you're going to draft a murderer, I mean, come on, there's no limitation.
And Deshaun Watson got way more talent than him.
Yeah.
So I think the Raiders will be a good team. I'm gonna name it now. The Raiders, Jaguars.
D, just stick with the teams. First of all, I want him out of the AFC. I do not want him going to the Browns. Please, we got enough problems over here. So give him to Atlanta. No, that may not be a good landing spot for him. He don't need to go to Atlanta.
He don't need Atlanta. Yeah.
Don't go to Atlanta.
There you go. Ray Lewis too. That's right.
Ray Lewis too. Stabbing up everybody in the motherfucking strip club.
See, the thing is, with Ray Lewis's case, there was only two people that could tell the story. The other person was dead.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Now, I always wondered about that because so y'all think Ray Lewis actually killed somebody? Oh, allegedly. That's the alleged thing. I always thought he was in some type of limo and
his man's in him. Allegedly.
Yeah. Got you.
So I mean, what else we're gonna go with Deshaun, but he gets a few landing spots he could go to.
Well, let me just ask this question: when we started this show, and I said my people don't know how to act, have we done anything to refute that? I don't, because it seems like y'all helping me, but I'm sorry. Go ahead, D.
Oh man, this is a crazy ass rule that's going on right now in New York, man. I don't know what the new mayor. I'm not gonna get on, but this whole thing with Kyrie Irving. Long story. Damn, I thought we was gonna talk about Kyrie Irving. Oh, this is a two-part story. Kyrie Irving hires the first black woman agent in the NBA. Okay,
but she's a relative though. That's interesting that she's a relative.
A relative of his?
Yes.
Okay.
Her last name is Irving.
It's his stepmom. It's his stepmom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she looks young. Bring that picture back up. That's a stepmama. Jamie, bring the picture back up. Jamie, hi. She don't look too old there for being a stepmama.
Maybe it's an older picture. You don't know.
Not only that, his father was a ball player too, so she's probably about 12.
Well, the thing is,
they opt to go younger.
Maybe
I want to get the stroke.
That's dry snitching.
D. It was. I couldn't see D like that. Not my man. First, the Fat Boys break up, and that is.
Maybe Kyrie Irving is going in this direction because he, instead of hiring an agent that's just going to be about money or whatever, they actually maybe care about him. They actually, because he needs somebody that's going to fight for him and take his stance with him. And maybe he doesn't feel that with other agents. Right. That's just me speculating. Right. I guess that maybe I probably would go in that same direction.
Hopefully,
if
Bernie Kosar would argue that different. His pops took him to the ringer.
Yeah, but
I wouldn't hire a relative for that. But
she's a relative by marriage too. So
I just wouldn't. Because I know business and pleasure is really different. She obviously is credentialed, and I think Kyrie Irving does stuff like this because Kyrie Irving is a social activist in his mind. So to actually be the first one to do that, I think that's one of the reasons he did it. Kyrie Irving is very, very calculated. I'll say this. Kyrie Irving is extremely talented. Kyrie Irving gets on my nerves, by the way. I'll just be honest. And Rodney already knows that Kyrie Irving gets on my nerves.
No, the thing is, I want you guys to separate that, though. I want you to separate.
That's why I'm doing it. That's what I'm saying. I'm getting that. But what I'm saying is this. To me, Kyrie Irving's been in this league for like a decade or so. He's trusted I don't think an agency just let him down. I just think that would be the thing. Kyrie Irving would do this because it makes news, or because the Capitol riots, he can't play. In other words, there's always something with Kyrie. The problem is usually what you want Kyrie to do, he can't do, which is be on that floor all the time. Either he's gonna get hurt or it's gonna be something. But that's Kyrie. Kyrie be sitting at the Garden because the cameras are gonna be on him, and he's gonna let you know I can be in the building. It makes no sense that I'm not vaccinated. It's always something.
Kelvin, you acting like you stole your Red Bull machine.
That is funny. I can't front. That is true. That's still
That's a fucking. At the
end of the day, Kyrie Irving, in my opinion, is winning this situation. You know what I'm saying? And I think what Kyrie's doing now is calculated. I'm going to move away from the agent thing a little bit. Is that he's now showing them how stupid this is. He's intentionally coming in, no mask, sitting courtside, coming on the court, giving Kevin Durant dap. The organization got fined $50,000 for letting them in the locker room. Like it's not making any sense. And then the thing is with the mayor, now they're saying, they're trying to start a fight with the mayor. Eric Adams is playing politics in a way too, because he's carrying out something that de Blasio started. If this was a Republican mayor, he would have came in and tore everything down that Republican mayor put in place. And we wouldn't even have it.
I don't understand it. Everybody knows de Blasio's a dick. Bro,
yeah, yeah.
Do something different. Pivot from the dick shit.
But the thing is, that's politics, D. He's got to hold that Democrat down. Like this is our fight.
The man, though. See,
but this is the thing that's going to happen.
Let me get this.
Go ahead.
This is what's going to change it. Now you got the Yankees and the Mets involved.
Correct.
Different thing. Now so that's what I think is going to change, because baseball coming back, and NBA. Listen, people like the NBA. NBA is doing great, but now you got some real rich, long money people that like baseball.
Correct.
And I think that shit's going to change at the drop of a dime. They're going to wait till almost the last minute. Every guy's going to let the shit go, because imagine people can't see an Aaron Judge.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They got.
I agree. It's a dumb rule, but what I'm saying is this:
Cohen got more money than anybody in sports.
Right.
So the Mets owner. So don't get it twisted. So he's going to make a couple phone calls. Hey, yo, come on, man. You want that next election?
It's a dumb rule, but what's gonna happen is when he can play, then something's gonna happen where it's gonna be like, the Russian and Ukrainian war, I can't play because I don't like the fact Russia's doing that. It's gonna be something.
Nah, don't get ahead of it. Come on, that's not fair. You can't predict that.
What he doing in Boston though, Rod? What he doing in Cleveland, Rod?
We're talking with now. Let's not. The thing is, that's not fair to say that's what he's going to do, because me personally, I think it's going to be waived.
No, Sean, it won't be the difference. They say that baseball players can't play. Sorry,
they not going to win a championship, because they can't. You're not going to have a part-time point guard and win a championship.
Okay, and this is the thing too. So you believe that the Nets would be going to a championship if Kyrie Irving was playing full time? You believe that?
Ben Simmons, Kyrie Irving, and Durant, all three of them play.
No,
I believe
I think they would have
going to say that.
I think they would have won the championship if Kyrie, if he was playing
last year, they'd have won it all.
No, Harden wouldn't have left. I don't think he would have left then. Harden left because of the Kyrie shit.
I don't believe that. Well, first of all, Ben Simmons ain't healthy. I think they gave him a shot in his back just recently or whatever. So he's not healthy.
Ben ain't healthy here.
He'll be all right. Now that they played the Sixers, he'll be playing next week.
The thing is, this is the new
narrative. Might not be ready to the playoffs.
Yeah.
So
you got about 4 games left before the playoffs.
Well, he's only eligible to play, I think, in 3 games left.
I'll put it like this: the two of them probably could get to the finals. I'll put it like this: just Kyrie and Durant.
I really don't believe that. I really don't believe that. I think. Yeah, I don't believe that. I don't believe.
Well, who y'all think can do it in the East?
No, the thing is, this is the new narrative, though.
Team called the Miami Heat and the Bucks.
Miami Heat ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
I bet they got a good chance of beating them.
The thing is, I don't think the Nets can beat the Bucks. You think that? You think that?
I think Kevin Durant can beat anybody.
No, I don't believe that.
No, Kevin Durant.
Well, let me ask you a question. Name one player that can stand in front of Kyrie and stop him from getting the hole. One player in the league can stop Kyrie.
Stop him from what?
Get to the hole. One person. Stop the handle. Name one person that can stop Durant from scoring.
I don't think nobody can.
So you got the best player in basketball on your team, and then you got arguably the best point guard on your team. And you got depth now.
Calvin, you need a little bit more than that. The thing is, they already wore Durant's ass out already from Kyrie not playing, and he had to play so many extra minutes.
But
the thing is, let me just finish this
6
point.
weeks.
Let me finish this point. The new narrative is what we're doing right now. We're being taught to believe that Kyrie Irving is going to be the reason that the Nets won't win a championship when they didn't have a chance to win a championship from the giddy up. And that's what I
Why they didn't have a chance to win from the giddy
up? No. I can't agree with that.
No.
If he don't sprain his ankle last year, I think they beat Milwaukee. They up 2-0 on Milwaukee.
With what they have right now, Ben Simmons ain't playing. Harden left. I'm telling you, I don't believe that they will win a championship, even if Kyrie Irving was playing full time.
I'll tell you this: they're in the Eastern Conference Finals. If Kyrie there, Kyrie dropped 60 last night. Rod, he dropped 60 points last night. How many players can do that?
You said Durant dropped 60?
No, Kyrie dropped 6-0 last night.
Kyrie Irving is busting ass to make them look like fools. That's what he's doing.
So you're making my point. So it's always about him. That's what I'm saying.
But the thing is, Kelvin, this thing is about him. It's about him making a choice not to take the shot.
And
and he wants to show the system is being stupid.
Right.
And the thing
is, before the shot,
they need him more than he needs them. That's what it's.
So before the vaccine came out, why not go to the bubble? Why telling people not to go to the bubble before the vaccine was even an issue?
Well, the thing is, we're not in denial that Kyrie Irving does weird things, but we got to stay about the point that this shit is stupid. This is stupid.
It is stupid, but it is what it is. Nobody wanted to take the shot, Rod.
That they won't. If they make the playoffs, they probably won't make it out the first round.
Rod, nobody in that league wanted to take the shot.
I don't think that.
Huh?
I think they're gonna upset somebody.
Nobody want to see the Nets in the first round. I think they're
gonna upset somebody.
Well, I still don't think they still have the team. Ben Simmons out hurt. Like I said, Harden's gone. You just got Durant and you got Kyrie Irving part-time. They not winning no freaking champ, even if you have a full-time.
Rodney, when now mind you, Kyrie Irving, hold on. Kyrie Irving did not play at first without the vaccine, right? When Durant went down with just Durant and Harden, they was 1 game out of first. 1 game without Kyrie for the year. There's 1 game out of first without Kyrie Irving.
Does that mean they're going to win a championship?
No, that means that they're one of the best teams in the East.
But let me tell you something. I've seen teams go undefeated. I've seen a Super Bowl happen and they still lost at the end. That doesn't mean
I've seen a 16 go to the finals, win it all.
You can, that's what I'm trying to say. The thing is, it's not written in stone. Just because
it's not written in stone for anybody, Rod. What team could you say that right now is going to win then? You can't say that for anybody. So it's speculation.
It's too early.
Well, that's my point. So what I'm saying, their shot is as good as anybody else with the talent they have.
I'm telling you, I don't think that the Nets will make it to the finals, period.
I got you. I'm saying that I think they will, but I'm saying we won't know. We'll see. But I'm saying it's more of a chance if you got a guy that can run the point and drop 60 with him being there, then he can't play at home. I think it's a better chance. If you got Kyrie Irving, which is a super all-star, I think it makes your chances a lot better.
Well, the league should just let them play and we can find out.
That's my point. Exactly. Yeah. But if they do let them play, then it'd be something else. Oh, it's raining today. Well, I don't play when it rains. That's what I'm telling you.
Say that. You're predicting he's going to say that.
Based on his track record.
I got to agree with that. You got to go by his record.
Based by his record.
By what?
His record.
Based on his record. That's what he does.
I know how Kyrie Irving did. You know that Kyrie Irving in this position that he's in after he basically goes every game he plays, he busts his ass. I think he's averaging like 27 points a game or whatever.
And not the night I bet against him one night. He fucked up, man. I was tight.
Okay, I mean nobody's perfect.
That son bitch.
He said he did that because he knew you was gonna break the scroll record.
Nah, if he goes and pulls some shit like that after they waive it and let him play,
he's gonna do that.
No, you're just guessing he's going to do it because you have a personal beef. You have a personal beef.
Allegedly, he's going to do it. Allegedly, he's going to do it.
I don't believe he's going to do it.
I've been trying to get to bring up Dina's comments. Can we please let the?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, check it in. She said, "Chill, Kevin. Chill, Kelvin. Greek freak is a beast. No one's beating him. All right, so she's on him. Yeah, she said regardless if they have a full squad.
I'll say one thing about the Greek freak was the Greek freak down 0-2 and losing Game 3 when Kyrie went down last year.
You're gonna have a lot of words to eat once this playoff starts. You're gonna have. I'm telling you.
No, I'm telling you. Watch.
Miami or Bucks.
I think they beat the 76ers though, because Harden doesn't show up in the playoffs. He's gonna do some Harden.
No, he ain't gonna do nothing in the playoffs.
They just shellacked Harden and them the other night. By what? What was it? By 25 or something?
Easy.
And the Nets ain't at full strength, and the Sixers are.
Here we go.
Time will tell.
Yes.
We're going to some.
We'll be right back after this.
Oh, no. Shit, I'm trying to get confused here, man. So we already talked about the family. I guess, Jamie, we'll do it. Tom Brady returns back to Tampa Bay. I have no reason. This nigga here, that's what you want to say. But I just said what he wanted to say. I told somebody the day before, I said Tom Brady gonna come back, and he came back in one day. So I don't know why this is news. We knew this motherfucker was gonna do this shit.
He is Michael Myers. He's Jason. You cannot kill him. That's it. You can't kill him. You can't.
You know what the funny thing about it is? Like we say, Tom Brady retired. Tom Brady ain't even never retired. The season never even started. The next season never even started. So technically, he didn't retire.
He didn't retire.
Right. He didn't retire. So we're talking about this for nothing.
Yep.
It's just attention for Tom Brady.
Talking about Tom Brady, which was the whole point.
Just to talk about Tom Brady. Yep. He never retired. He never made it to the next season.
You have to give him credit for this, and I can't stand the
great marketing.
Great marketing. You give him credit for this. My man really has no life apart from this. Some people, their family give him joy. Some people, their marriage, their kids. Without football, it just don't matter to him. You can see that. You can see it looked like his wife was like, "All right, it's enough. We've given you 20 years. You got to raise these kids. You got to You have to be involved in this." Yeah. And my man probably got home and was so miserable. She's like, "Forget it. Just go do it." For real. That's what it looked like. She's like, "Forget it. Go." Because like they said, he has never been home consistently. He's always been on the road.
Grown, man.
That's what I'm saying. He's always been on the road. So a lot of people, they say that's what keep a lot of marriages going. When there's a schedule, one person is not there all the time. So you don't get in their face like that. She obviously said, you know what, he's going to be miserable. So my man's like, yeah, there will be a day where I retire. This is not that time. My man is 44 years old. When he used to say he wanted to retire, his father, a beat reporter asked Tom's father, when do you think he's going to retire? And his father was like, I asked him, and he said, when I suck. No worries. My man going to ride it till the wheels fall off. When Tom Brady pull his arm back and it only goes 5 yards, that's where he going to leave. And you're going to drag him off the field then. Yeah, that's it. That's what it, and my man looked at it. He left the field when he gave his team, he tied the score. It was like, nah, he looked at the Super Bowl this year. He's like, I could beat everybody in that game. And that's what it is. My man couldn't let it go. He cannot let it go.
Yeah.
I'm just glad he in the NFC. That's all I'll say.
It'll be so shocking if this dude winds up getting hurt. Like, really hurt. Could have left away like.
I just think it'd be stupid. I just think it's dumb. I just think with all you've achieved, you got more Super Bowl rings than any franchise. No franchise in the history of the league has won 7 Super Bowls. You have by yourself. Okay, you have a supermodel wife. You got children. You got money. You got fame. All that stuff like that. And you can get some kid that's 23 years old. That's a defensive end that comes and just changes your life and give you CTE. Or something, or paralyzes you. And I just would say, would it be worth it? My man would be sitting paralyzed, like, yep.
I'm telling you, I think that's what's gonna happen to him. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't want to say that. I mean, I wouldn't say that, Derek.
I think it's gonna be. I think
Derek is strong. Derek is strong. Give it to him.
That'd probably be what it would take.
If y'all remember Joe Montana, right? Baddest dude. Before Tom Brady
and I think he's the greatest quarterback of all time, by the way, Joe Montana.
I'm not even gonna fight you over that. You know what I'm saying? But remember him with Kansas City, man. When he finally went over to Kansas City, man, they took that man off because he got hurt, man. You know what I'm saying? He could not physically stay on the field anymore. That's going to be Tom Brady. I don't think it's going to be him. It's not going to be him not being able to play or put the ball where he wants it. Something's going to happen to him, man.
Well, the major difference, though, Rodney. I'm sorry, not Rodney. Derek. The major difference.
The other light skinned guy.
Yes, I was.
We all look the same, right?
The major difference is. Back when Montana played, the quarterback was just a regular player. These dudes put the quarterback in a glass jar now. Like, you go near the quarterback. I mean, they do everything they can. Well, you can't. Matter of fact, remember the thing they said, you can't hit him below his knee. You can't hit him. It's like you can hit him here. Like, you got literally like 12 inches where you could touch him. You touch him anywhere else is a flag. So they tried.
Checking in. Yeah, she said they love Joe and Steve Young in that house.
I agree. Joe is a monster. These people don't know Joe Montana was the truth.
You guys seen Tom Brady really take a lot of hits though in his career. I think the Giants got to him the most.
Oh yeah, that's the only team that figured him out.
And the thing is, he doesn't run, so you can't catch him with momentum.
Run.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if he gets hurt, maybe, hurt leg in the pocket or whatever, but I don't see Tom Brady taking like a massive running hit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I never saw the
inspiration to everybody that's over 40. He should be an inspiration to, for real. Like my man's like, forget it. Age is just a number. Like he is not trying to hear it.
But I think he's made it so long because he hasn't taken too many hits.
Right.
Oh, clearly.
Right. Clearly. But think about it. Remember, Peyton Manning didn't take a lot of hits, and he still got like jacked up. It's just one of those things. Peyton would get rid of it. Him and Eli throw it in the ground. Well, not Eli, but him.
Peyton Manning took a nasty hit. Didn't he have neck surgery before?
Yeah, that was huge. But you remember, he would get the ball out so fast. He would get the ball out so fast that you never could get them. Instead of taking a sack, he'll throw it at your feet. My man would not like to get hit.
Can't blame him.
Yeah.
Nah. When you got these monsters, 275 pounds coming around that end.
Me, Rod, and Derek coming after you.
I can't run.
No. The thing is, I don't know nobody that's enjoying a hit like that from a 250-pound man,
I was talking to Monique, and people don't know that's watching the show. These dudes are big. Everybody on the screen is pretty. No, I'm talking about you guys.
Oh.
I'm like, you see, like really, to the viewing audience, these dudes, and the reason she asked was last week, 2 weeks ago, D, you mentioned that everybody over 6 feet tall. People don't realize these are some big men. These are not. This is an offensive line right here on the screen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, these are some big men. So Rodney hit you, may get better, but you never get well. That's the truth. That's it. I'm telling you the truth. For real.
That's shit. How do you pronounce this goddamn dude name, man? Kamara Usman?
Yeah, Usman.
He had some comments about Jake Paul, man. Recently, some words possible about fighting Jake Paul. Jamie, do we have a clip for this, or are we just gonna talk about this rollout?
Would you be willing to go fight a Jake Paul or Logan Paul?
Absolutely, but these guys don't make. They making a lot of noise. That's good. They got the YouTubers and they got the new generation. These new kids involved and watching them. That's fine.
Right.
But they don't equate to dollars.
And so all the money they talk about, they making they not.
No, it's not them. Like what's the other one? Logan Paul fought Floyd, but that's Floyd.
Right.
Floyd been making $100 million payments.
Right.
So that money came because of Floyd.
Right.
But Jake Paul, he says, oh, are we doing these numbers? We doing these numbers. You can add up every fight Jake Paul has had, and they pay-per-view numbers weren't more than what I did in my last fight. So they can say whatever they want to say. He can say this or I'll say that. Or you write me a check for $100 million, Jake Paul, and I'll be there to kick your ass next week.
Come on, Skip. Come on now, Skip. Come on.
Man, y'all watch this YouTube? I mean, these MMA more than I'm just not a big.
For people that don't know, Usman is the welterweight champion of the UFC. But he's the real deal though. He gets busy. I don't know. He's saying basically the money that they're claiming that they're making and bringing in is not real. He says he's basically making more than them, except for the Floyd Mayweather fight. So I don't know. So somebody's not telling the truth. Yeah, somebody's not telling the truth. Either he's not telling the truth or they're not telling the truth. So it's interesting. It's interesting to see. I don't know what Jake Paul and them really walk away with at the end of the fight. I'm sure if we probably research it, we may be able to find it. But I don't know. $100 million a fight. I see Floyd getting it, and Floyd has gotten it. But can they get it without a Floyd Mayweather? And have they gotten it without Floyd Mayweather? Is the question. So
yeah, no,
they can't get it from me. I can't run. I ain't paid none of that.
Yeah, I never bought it either.
Floyd is like a lottery ticket, man. You know what I'm saying? Like any fighter that ever wanted to fight him, man, it was just like, yeah, that's like winning lotto, man. That changed. Just being in the fight with him would change your whole style, man. Would change up everything. All your prospects, man. All your earning potential just got changed. So there aren't.
And the best thing is when half the people want to see you win and half the people want to see you lose.
Well, that was his thing. Yeah, that was his pull, man. He learned that was the thing. That's what got butts in the seats, eyeballs on the screen. People wanted to see him lose, so he played the heel. You know what I mean? And he got really great at it. And he went on undefeated. Yeah, he said he wants to be paid for the circus show they want to put on. So so yeah, but I don't know. But Usman is the truth, man. And listen, I don't know how they got it planned. Are they talking about a boxing match? I know they ain't talking about MMA. You know what I mean? So,
no, they're talking about a boxing match. But the reality of it is Usman's under contract with the UFC, and Dana White hates the Paul brothers, so he ain't letting none of his fighters fight. The Paul brothers,
it's all cap anyway.
not while they're under contract with them,
Exactly, and nothing's ever gonna come out of it. They're just kind of using each other to promote one another. That's all, just using the name. But I think it's time that we start to look at the Paul brothers and admit that they are now professional boxers.
I ain't saying that.
I heard they haven't fought anybody, Derek.
They haven't, but they have fought in professionally sanctioned boxing
exhibitions.
They've gotten paid, all right, and they have an official record now. You know what I mean? So
I got no comment.
They say the real boxers, but real boxers.
I'm not even going to entertain that shit.
Listen, is it a shit show? Absolutely, but I think it's time for them to fight like real boxers. You know what I mean? Like
I think that would help Derek for credibility's sake.
I thought for a second Mike Tyson was going to fight one of them. You know what I mean? They were making noise, but of course that was never going to happen. That was just kind of as the kids say, cap these days. You know what I mean?
They need the bigger name to make the circus go, and those guys are like, Mike Tyson. I'm not getting involved in that.
No, he's not. But I think a lot of that had to be.
I'm glad he didn't fight. I'm glad he didn't fight. You don't deserve to fight a former great heavyweight champion. You haven't done enough to do that when there's dudes in a gym that really have taken this serious.
100 years old, bro, too. You know what I mean? Like, that would have been.
But I'll tell you one thing, I wouldn't stand in front of him, man.
I ain't fighting Mike at 110.
No. Let me explain something to you about like athletic ability. Speed is the first thing to go. Power is the last thing to go. It's the last thing to go. Mike Tyson still hits like a steamship. There's no doubt about it.
But to be honest,
if he catch you, you're going to sleep.
But what made him the most dangerous? Yes, he hit hard, but was really his speed, man. That's the thing.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. The combination of speed and power is there. But if you remember, George Foreman was losing the fight. Remember, he stayed there like this. That's how he fight.
Yeah.
He caught that dude. Was it McCall?
No,
Moore. He caught him.
Michael Moore.
Michael Moore.
That was an uppercut.
Went right to sleep, and he was 43 then. He was 43 years old in.
And that's the point. The point is, when you got power like that, you still got a puncher's chance, because all you got to do is land one shot, and the fight can be over.
That's right.
Yeah. That's why the average dude in the street has to understand: you don't stand in front of no boxer.
No.
See, a boxer,
you shouldn't be fighting a boxer if
you shouldn't be fighting. Right. That's what I'm saying. If you run up on one of these dudes and you think, oh, he old school, whatever like that. One of these dudes that was fighting in the 60s will send you to sleep. I'm telling you, that's true. Because they know how to throw a punch. I saw a dude that couldn't be no more than 125 pounds, and he was a boxer. He tapped some big dude in the arm and knocked him over. In the arm, just playing around. Because they know how to put that pinpoint precision. They put everything in it right there.
Yeah, know how to throw a punch.
Yo, guys, there was another story. I don't know if you saw it, man, about Ralph Lauren teaming up with Morehouse College and Spelman College. I don't know if we get Jamie. I don't know if you got pictures of this, but they bring in their fashion to these two historical black colleges. It's great and dandy. I love it that they get. One thing I'm kind of upset. Morehouse and Spelman always get all the publicity, all the money. That's another subject. But teaming up with the black college, I just hope and I pray and I think they're supposed to do some kind of internships and stuff like that. My thing is about financing. I don't know how this is gonna be twist. What's different from any other fashion thing? Black people always been fashionable. To me, if people can't Google it, you'll see the fashion in there. To me, it looked like nothing but civil rights clothes. This is number polo, the same kind of look. It looked like everybody about to go through some civil rights. See, look at that shit. Come on, son.
Oh shit.
Come on, son.
Yeah, I don't know where they're going.
It's like they're about to march on Selma.
Is it true what they say about mission men?
But it's good. But my thing is like, is it going to put these? Are they going to open up a new school inside the school about for fashion marketing? I know internships, but you get free help, and I can get you somewhere. But I just want to see what kind of financial backing I was going to do. Us making fashionable, making motherfuckers rich. We always do that shit, and I don't know your thoughts on that. If y'all got any comments, man.
It sounds like they're getting closer to the, as you mentioned, they're getting closer to the source. You know, the Black excellence. You know, opening up shop right there inside the school, and hopefully
in Atlanta. You know,
yeah,
the chocolate people. You know, so
yeah, exactly. You know what I mean, and hopefully, getting close to the source and maybe turning some of those into you know, potential workers or, you know, employees later. Who knows what the deal is? You know, but you know, but you're right. I hope that they're teaching them finance and, you know, marketing and a few other things. I'm sure they are. I'm sure, you know, I would expect that.
But into entrepreneurship. Like them,
They would have to teach them some sort of entrepreneurship because it's a little different now, man. Today's day is a little different than it was back in the days. You know what I mean? You just, you know.
And why are they selling them hot ass clothes in Atlanta?
Them are some bad. What is he wearing that sweater for, man?
That shit look like this hot ass tweed.
Yeah.
Fucking knickerbockers.
Yeah,
some old ass looking clothes, man. Damn.
Yo, show that shit again.
Look at that shit.
Yes, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, it looks, you know.
We's gonna vote one day.
Is that a 3-piece? He got a vest on under that.
Those were knickers. The guy had on knickers.
Yeah, he had on knickers, B. He had on knickers. Those were knickers.
We want to ride in the front of the bus.
Knickers.
Wow.
That's what looks like they're about to do.
Yeah, I don't
what
know.
is it, Derek?
You know what I'm saying? That's what it's like.
Show that shit again.
Show that shit one more time. We want white only pies.
Look at that shit.
What's going on with that part right there, man? Homeboy with the M on. What's going
know.
on with his hair? Is that the slick back? What is that?
I don't know.
I don't know, bro. That shit look too hot to me.
I didn't think this story was gonna take on this commentary.
I'm just saying.
I thought this was a feel good story.
Imagine how your
conch
yo,
in his hair.
Think about this. Imagine how your balls feel wearing hot wool ass pants. You gonna have hot sweaty balls in Georgia.
Wow. Monique is giving you a scroll. Monique said you're getting a scroll, D.
Hot sweaty balls.
Now the viewing audience will also have the capability to send this scroll.
I love Monique. I love Monique.
Oh man. Oh man.
We got a few minutes here, right? So we got Watching the Chop It, man.
Wait, before that, did you address Kanye getting suspended from Instagram?
Oh, yeah. Tell people about the story if y'all know what's going on.
Yeah, so Kanye, because of his language lately threatening, I think it's dealing with this thing with Pete Davidson. Also, you have the thing with him with D.L. Hughley, where he threatened D.L. Hughley because D.L. Hughley said his behavior was that of a stalker and kind of reprehensible. D.L. Hughley and Kanye did finally talk. Kanye West was really, really upset with him. D.L. Hughley, during the conversation, said, I don't care what you say. Realistically, you still exhibit stalker. You know what I mean? And you still are just acting erratic. And you need to be on your medicine. And then D.L. Hughley later said, when they sent the text and he asked Pete Davidson, where are you? And he said, in bed with your wife. D.L. Hughley was like, I'd have killed myself. He said, I would have killed myself.
He's banned for 24 hours, right? He's banned for 24 hours?
Yeah, 24 hours.
But why
they put him on timeout.
Facebook banned me for a week. 3 times.
You're not Kanye, that's why.
Yeah, they just needed him to slow up too.
No,
man.
you the D that gets the scroll.
Yeah,
Let me ask you a question. D.O. Hughley does realize he's talking to a man that wears galoshes in LA and wears a stocking cap over his face.
With gloves.
With gloves.
D.L. Hughley said, I'm not scared of you because you got on them. I know what you did last summer boots.
Yeah,
I know he was
what is that? What is that? That's fashion to him.
And the thing I think Kanye also must have forgot, although he's from Chicago, D.L. Hughley is from L.A. D.L. Hughley got some connects, you know.
You just ain't running up on him, bro.
No, he ain't running up on him.
Yeah, D.L. Hughley got some people. He's from like L.A. Like,
You
I thought he was from D.C. He's from LA.
No, he's from L.A.
Yeah, I seen a picture of D.L. Hughley's security guard. The guy that's not a human being. That's like a walking mountain. That guy is gigantic. Seriously, he's huge. He's huge.
Right. Yeah,
I don't think Kanye don't want to run up on him.
Exactly. So yeah, don't send your people.
Yeah.
Think about Kanye West, and I'm tired of these pro woke pages. Kanye West, we always say Kanye West adapt to whatever room he in. He talks some pro black shit and run over there with Donald Trump.
He's a con artist. That's what he is. A con artist. Yeah.
He took all this pro black shit, but ain't got no black woman.
Yeah, absolutely, Monique.
Correct.
Someone really needs to call him out.
Not even his new chick is not even black. They don't got
Correct.
no black woman. How you gonna be all this old pro black shit?
He's playing the black community. That's what he does.
These woke
That's what he does.
motherfuckers get me sick. I'm like, yo, dog, he don't even want no sister to look like your
Correct.
sister.
His dude was going around campaigning for Donald Trump, wearing his hat in his Oval Office, just making a total fool of himself.
Yeah,
you know.
Man, I never ever like how you don't like Kyrie Irving. I never like Kanye West.
But see, there's Kanye West is actually doing things that set black people back. He's taking advantage of black people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
And it was sad that they had Jim Brown in Trump's office looking like a prop. It was just bad.
Yeah.
But Kanye even played the hip hop. When he say backpack, he said he never was a backpack guy. He just adapts to fucking people fall for that con artist shit. I can't. That's one dude I can't. I will smack shit out of him. I got a chance to smack Kanye. I can't stand that motherfucker, man.
Sean said, DL, send your killers, but have them pick up your meds first.
That was funny.
That's what he said.
That was funny.
Yeah,
that was funny.
That's some classic shit right
funny.
there. I love it. You're never gonna win a battle with a comedian, bro.
No, not a good comedian.
No.
She said, you asked what's wrong with these kids. Look at Kanye. Look at how Kanye spoke to his senior.
Yeah.
And his ugly ass sneakers. I don't give.
And the other thing is this, my man, your wife is not Snow White. Like somebody told you wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just, you know, you had a good run, but now she, you know, it is what it is.
I think that's what it's and that's what it's about. I was reading something. They say, yo, man, what he really mad about is Pete Davidson knocking his wife down and, you know, just
first of all, I don't understand Pete Davidson. I don't know what it is. And I'm not, I don't understand.
It's not his wife no more.
Right, but what I'm saying is, how does this dude be with everybody? Like they be fighting over this dude. He looked like an extra from Men in Black to me. I don't know. They just seem to love this dude.
Got a little swagger, man. You know, got a little something.
Keith might be hung like him or you.
That's what somebody's saying. You know what I mean? That's what somebody's saying.
You know, in the pornos, all the ugly motherfuckers be doing all crazy shit.
We're not about to do this. We're not about to do this.
No, we're not.
No, we're not those kind of guys. We're not about. I'm not gonna let us do this.
I'm just saying.
I can't front. You saw our check swing.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Now the thing is, I seen Derek pause on. He didn't want to say it the first time.
Yeah, I know, right?
You know
right. And I word up. I feel you.
Yeah. It's not that kind of show. Let's go. Let's move on.
All right. Ronnie says moving on, man. So we're gonna go watch a chopper. We're gonna do just two. We only got a couple of minutes. We're gonna do two shows. It's one on it's on Epics. I've been checking out. It's called From. With the brother from what was he in before?
Oz.
Yeah, the brother in Oz. Yeah, and the best man. Yeah. It's good. So it's about these people. It's like some Twilight Zone type of joint. Every people come from different places. They drive in these cars. They wind up in this town where they can't escape. And at nighttime, these monster demon creatures be trying to figure out what's going on, try to kill everybody. So I think it's very good. It got a lot of he's a great actor, and I just enjoy the show on that one. And I think Jamie said we're going to Earthquake.
Oh man.
Hilarious. I think Rodney, you saw it too, Derek, right?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, did I see it?
All I'm going to say is this. I had to stop watching it 3 times to get my breath.
Yeah.
I've never laughed that hard. If you have not seen this Earthquake special, you are missing a treat of a lifetime.
Totally agree.
The joke, I mean, it was nonstop laughter. The guy was a comedic genius in this show. This is going to be a classic. This is absolutely going to be a classic.
35 minutes. I wish it would have went longer though.
That's what I was saying too.
When my wife told me, she said, "You know, it's only 35 minutes." I said, "No, you're making a mistake." She was right. 35 minutes. I said, "Wow."
Congratulations to him too. I'm glad Chappelle is making moves over there at Netflix, using his power and exposing a lot of his friends, especially talented friends, to a larger audience. Earthquake deserves it. Been in the game a long time, and he deserves it now, so they can give him kind of the kudos that he deserves. The next one up is Donnell Rawlins. Fingers crossed. That's all I can say. Fingers crossed.
Well, the thing is, you're following Earthquake.
They should
both fingers crossed.
Yeah,
cross your legs and cross your feet.
I wouldn't want to, man. If I was a comedian,
I'll be honest with you. I just don't think Donnell is really.
Man, I wouldn't want to come behind him, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
I never saw Donnell rip it down once. Never.
No, that's like following DMX.
Yeah,
you don't follow DMX. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like that. Like I understand when Dave probably Oh, Busta Rhymes.
Oh,
No,
Busta. Yeah, them both is high energy dudes, man.
I understand why he probably did because he got like Dave Chappelle first producing this, whatever. He got to come with a banger. Boom.
Yeah,
he came with a banger.
yeah. He gave you a banger too. He gave you a banger.
So he gonna come. He got to now. Darnell.
Well, look, this is an opportunity. Chappelle is putting you out there.
Kelvin, say a prayer for Darnell.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, because it's gonna be that's a tough act to follow.
He might come off.
He'll have to. Well, he'll have to because I haven't really seen him. I've seen him a couple of times. I never, To me, his whole go-to is the Chappelle stuff he did. Like he'll reference that stuff.
Yeah,
go
ahead.
No, I'm saying like in other words, sometimes your whole thing is who you standing next to. To me, his whole thing is based on he down with Chappelle. But Chappelle ain't gonna be out there on the stage with you.
No.
All right, gentlemen, brothers and sisters, this was a great night tonight. We had some fun, man, chopping up with you, man. We're going to catch y'all next week. Please follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Like, subscribe. We love you all. Peace, peace, and peace.
Ooh.